Yeah, I think that's cool. All
All
right.
right, so welcome, welcome, one and all, to Wicked City, a campaign of heist and criminal politics, where our four petty criminals kidnapped a noble's daughter. Fucking COVID. So last session, Thorgrin and Huel kidnapped Elzerna Castellanter, the daughter of Lord and Lady Castellanter, who are two of the villains that are trying to find the Vault of Dragons, just like our four heroes. They took Elzerna Castellanter back to Trollskull Manor, uh, but they were spotted when they were. Thorgun and Huel grabbed Elzerna Castellanter and then jumped out a window with her, alerting the people inside Castellanter Manor that something was afoot. The city guard was chasing them. Servants of the Castellanters were chasing them, but they managed to evade that and get back to Trollskull Alley and Trollskull Manor, where they discovered Elzerna had a magic ring on her that she could not remove, a unique ring that could be used to track her location. As such, Thorgrin hopped with Elzerna into the sewers to lead whoever was tracking them on a chase through the sewers of the city. Meanwhile, everybody else tried to find a spell scroll that they could use to remove the magic spell on Elzerna's ring. They were able to do that after giving 150 gold coins to the purveyor of the magic shop in Trollskull Alley. When they all met back up, they were able to remove the ring from Elzerna, but they were being chased by something along the rooftops. Since the ring could still be tracked, Thorgrin and Inchi decided to run off with it and dispose of the ring somewhere. But as they were leaving Trollskull Alley, the people that were chasing them hopped down off of the rooftop and revealed themselves to be Milton and Elzerna's presumed or Elzerna's long thought dead older brother, Osvalando Castellanter. Excuse me. Who is a chain devil now. Earlier in the campaign, the group put a bunch of clues together and figured that the Castellanters sacrificed their oldest son to Avi, the used cart salesman, in exchange for great fortune. um, Much earlier in this campaign, Galanus was killed by a chain. He was choked around the neck until he was dead, and something tore apart his room looking for the stone of Aranax, as you all will recall. Where we left off last session was right here at the south entrance of Trollskull Alley. Inchi is invisible and in Thorgrin's arms. Thorgrin has a long cloak around him and he has cut his beard so he doesn't look familiar to Milton, who has met him before. Osvalando is hiding in the shadows, and a member of the City Watch stepped out to ask questions about the commotion that happened. There are three members of the City Watch right next to y'all, each represented by a token. This one up here to the north is the one that has a broken leg from where Thorgrin threw a sewer grate at him earlier. Do we have any questions before the session gets started?
No, I believe me and Huel are in Trollskull Manor right now with the child, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Blinken, Huel, Aranex, Little Inchy are in Trollskull Manor with Elzerna Castellanter.
Okay. So, all right, yeah, because that's going to be my focus, I think, for my character. Would want to make sure, Elzerno is safe and out of sight. So that's going to be his focus.
Okay.
Same here.
Copy
And
that.
I
Hmm.
usually come from another D&D session right now where I gotta start taking notes for this game. Would we have known that, like, I know they were being pursued last time, but we would know, like, what they're
No.
currently happening? Okay,
No, you
gotcha,
don't.
gotcha.
No, I don't
But
think. Yeah, I don't think we would know anything because the last thing before
Makes
that
sense.
was that you know we just decided to split off once I gave them the scroll. That's pretty much it.
Okay, yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. Mm. So we're actually going to start this session off with a flashback. A few weeks ago, at the yawning portal, we see the room that Galanus had rented for a week. It's empty and dark. Galanus steps inside, and he lights a cigarette, and he uses the match to light a torch on the wall. He paces back and forth, and he exhales the cigarette smoke, and he says, God's be damned. God's be damned, I needed this to work. Oh, I gotta do this fast. I gotta do this fast. He picks up a piece of paper and he starts speaking to it, and words appear on it reflecting what he says. He says, Darling, this group, they're good, but they're not that good. I don't want to put them in any danger by getting them involved in this. We're gonna have to reconfigure our plans. I'm gonna get a boat, I'm gonna sail out to the coordinates, and you'll meet me there and we'll go back to the hideout. Okay, don't. And then he hears it, the sound that terrified him in his sleep a night before, chains dragging along a wooden floor. He looks over to the window facing the outside, and there stands an 8-foot tall chain devil. He smiles at the chain devil and says, I'll have you know, sir, it's very, very hard to kill me in any way that matters. The chain devil lunges for Galanus. Back to the present, on Delzoran Street, south of Troll Skull Alley, Milton steps forward and says, Members of the City Watch, so good to have you. These two members of the this member of the Xanathar Thieves Guild right there, he says, pointing at you, Thorgrin, just kidnapped Elzerna Castellanta. Help me apprehend them and bring them to justice. Thorgrin, do you say anything?
Uh, Sorry, did he name drop me?
No, no, he
Oh,
pointed at you and said that you're a member of the Xanathar Thieves Guild, because you carved the sigil of the Xanathar Thieves Guild on Elzerna Castellanter's bedroom door when you
okay,
kidnapped
okay.
her.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did do that. Okay, so I'm going to with one hand pull my cloak over my face,
Uh-huh.
and with the other hand, because Inchi's on my back right now, right?
Yes.
Or was I carrying him in my arms?
The last
It
thing
can
you
be,
did, I just finished listening to the last session. You told Inchi to jump in your hands and you covered your face before Milton could really get a good look at you. And
Oh,
Inchi
perfect.
has turned invisible, so you protected your identity.
I
Okay.
feel like if he could have instinctively gone Yoda style on Thorgrin if he would just wants me out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, you could
No,
crawl all over him.
no. Wait, did you spend the spell slot to be invisible, or was
I
that
think,
just
yeah,
like
I
what you
think
were
so.
planning on doing?
Frankly, I don't remember the last session. Apparently, I'm invisible. That's what I remember.
What happened was Inchi jumped in Thorgrin's arms, and then you decided to become invisible.
Let's see.
So I'm going to
Well, yeah,
consider
you
that
just
a
felt
spent
hot.
spell slot.
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't I couldn't remember if it was like I planned on being invisible while he was carrying me kind of thing, but okay. Um, I'm going to grab what I'm assuming is Inchi, like by the scruff of his shirt, and I'm gonna hold him out in front of me with my weapon. Like I'm gonna pull out the weapon, hold it up to what I'm assuming is Inchi's throat, and get back.
Wait, so you're threatening Inchi?
No, I'm
No.
holding in like I'm not threatening Inchi. I'm threatening them with what they don't know I'm holding is Inchi,
Okay.
who just
I
got
can.
accused of kidnapping the girl.
Okay, real quick, let's set the scene here. I have no problem with Inchi being on your back if that makes it a little bit easier, but Milton can only see you, Thorgrin. So he
Yes.
assumes, and he knows that you're holding the ring, because he can track its location with locate object. So he's
Yes.
pointing at you and saying that
Yes.
you are a member of the Thieves Guild.
Yes.
Okay.
So now what I do,
Okay.
because just vision this, he jumps down. Hey, you have the girl. I can track the ring on you. Oh shit! Grab what I think is Inchy and hold it hostage in front of Milton. He knows that I have the ring. He
Okay.
doesn't see Inchy, so I could have. Yeah, I'm threatening him with what he would assume to be the girl. I'm hoping.
Okay. And she would like to cast Minor Illusion as a. Wait, hold up. Would that break my invisibility concentration?
Is
If it requires concentration for minor illusion, yes.
yes, invisibility is a concentration spell.
Gotcha. So I can't cast Minor Illusion.
So minor,
Okay.
if minor illusion requires you to concentrate and you're concentrating on invisibility, then invisibility will be brought down and you'll be seen. So that's
Wait, is it just another concentration spell that'll break it, or just any other spell while in a
another
Concentration
concentration?
spell.
another concentration spell. Yeah.
Minor illusion is not concentration.
Sweet. Okay. And she would then cast Minor Illusion to be just the faint whimper of the girl.
Okay, alright, so it looks like Thorgrin is holding the girl.
Yes.
Okay, perfect, with a weapon to her throat. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Milton is going to very quickly roll an intelligence check to see if he can see through that deception. I'm going to set the DC at 18, and he only gets a +1.
Yeah, get fucked, Milton.
Yep, Milton gets a 15, so he fully believes you. And he says, I encourage you not to do such a thing. I really encourage you not to do that. The member of the City Watch steps forward and goes, hold on, everyone, hold on, hold on. You, sir, and he points at you, Thorin, you are surrounded by City Watch on all these streets. We have been attacked here this night, so we will use lethal force if necessary. And he pulls out a short sword by his side. And he looks back at his injured comrade, and he motions for the other member of the City Watch to step forward. Osvaldo Castellanter is going to make a stealth check. Oh, shit. And he only gets a 3 for that. So Osvaldo tries to like hide in the shadows, but he actually trips over the dead raven that was over here that Huel killed earlier. That the City Watch tried to send out, and Huel stopped them. As he does, he bumps into the wall beside him, and all these chains that wrap around his body clink and rattle. And the City Watch both look over to him, and they go, "Whoa, watch out, sir! There's a devil right next to you!" And Milton goes, "God below, help me. Osvaldo, take care of them." And Milton steps forward towards you, Thorgrin, and Osvaldo steps forward towards or actually, sorry, I got that wrong. Milton says, Osvaldo, give chase. I'll handle the gods. So Milton steps towards the City Watch, and Osvaldo steps towards you, Thorgrin and Inchy. Going over to Troll Skull Manor, Schizo, are you back? Okay.
I mean, we're not really doing anything. I guess we're just like hiding
Well,
Elzerna.
there's kind of a thing that needs to happen. But yeah, Huel, you are with Little Inchy, Blinken, Aranax, and Elzerna. You're in the bar area of Troll Skull Manor. The ghost bartender Liff is behind the counter, and he looks at you as you all come in looking scared. And Elzerna says, "Oh, thank you all so much. Um, uh, Mr. Angel, what do we do now?"
We wait for the other angel to stop taking his nap. I'm like blinking, and now's not the time to be napping. And then I'm like, Lift, there's got to be something non-alcoholic back there, right? You got apple juice.
He like looks shocked at you, and then like looks under the counter and looks for anything that would be appropriate for a child to drink.
I'm back.
And oh, fantastic. Y'all are in Troll Skull Manor. Elzerna asked you what they're going to do now, and
Okay.
he'll ask Lift to get some apple juice or something for Elzerna. I'm gonna say that Lift like reaches like way under the bar, and he pulls out like a half-gone bottle that says apple cider on it, and he uncorks it and sniffs it, and this bar has been closed for 8 years, so it is now alcoholic, and he sniffs it and shakes his head no.
Okay. Um, so I look around while this is happening, and basically say to Huel, it's like, well, what do we do? We need to keep her out of sight. I guess, we need to make sure, and I look around to make sure like no one's around and everything. Kind of a little paranoid, making sure nobody's looking and stuff. And you know, yeah, we should just keep her here for the time being. I don't know what's going on outside, but I'm not going to step outside there. And I kind of make sure I send the same signal to Aranex. I don't want Aranex to be all involved with this.
As you make that mental connection with Aranax, you notice that he's in Elzerna's arms, and he has been, or not in her arms. He's the same size as her.
Yeah.
But he hasn't been like leaving her side since you told him to protect her.
Yeah.
But his head is cocking around. You think he's like kind of like you, looking around for something. But when you share that mental connection with him, your vision goes blank just for a second, and you see nothing but darkness. Except every once in a while you can see bits of a street, like through these tiny gaps in the darkness. It doesn't really make much sense to you. And then you're back in Troll Skull Manor.
Huh.
You can roll to see what that was, or you can ignore it and continue on here.
Yeah, I think I want to try to figure out what that could be. Let me look and see what I got. Probably like maybe either insight or something. I don't know. Figure out what's going on.
Um, it was moving, so it wasn't an image from Aranax, because he can only
Okay.
send you still images.
Okay.
You can roll insight to try and figure out what it was, or perception to try to decipher what you were seeing.
Okay. I'll try insight. See what we got. I got a good score on that. It's a +6. Yay.
Fuck yeah.
The hell's my dice? I'm not trusting Roll20 right now. Fuck that.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright. Rolling. What happened here? No. We got. We have a 19 total.
Oh, fuck yeah,
I rolled
dude.
a 13.
Incredible. As soon as you start thinking about it, you remember the last time your vision was affected by that. It was when you were so close to Davil Starsong, and he was wearing that green emerald around his ear. And you, for a moment, were able to share vision with it because it was one of Aranax's stone eyes.
Okay. So it's pretty much sending me images of the stone, like kind of like I don't think it's like live action, but like whatever happened in the past type of thing. Okay.
Well, you remember when you saw it from Davil, it was live action. You
Oh,
were
yeah.
basically seeing what Davil was seeing at that point.
Right. Like I'm just saying it's not happening right now type of thing. Just like a memory. Or am I? So that's what I'm that's what I'm deciphering.
Okay. Aranax is looking around, and Huel, where you are in the bar, little Inchi leans close to your ear and says, "Wow, Huel, big night for you, huh? But the night's not over yet, is it?" Kirby?
Sorry?
Little Inchi just leaned down towards your ear and said, "Wow, big night for you, huh, Huel? But the night's not over yet, is it?"
He's gonna open up the blind just a bit so his eyeball pokes out. Which is, you can just see his eyeball. He's gonna see it's like sun setting. That's the time of day, right?
No, it's
Midday.
like 1 o'clock in the morning.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, or I don't know, maybe like 2 o'clock in the morning. So still the dead of night outside.
it's gonna be a long night, little Inchi.
He says, "Yeah, just remember, man, the boss would be happy to give you back all your, health and magic. You just got to give him a little something for it."
I'm assuming I'm not
Um,
hearing this, so
no, yeah, he's whispering
yeah.
that to Huel.
Like, what do you mean a
Um,
little something? Like some money, some gold dragon pieces?
yeah, if you have enough on you, or you could take out collateral against your future. Maybe a piece of your share of the Vault of Dragons whenever you find it, like 10, 15%.
It's a big ask, little Inchi.
Yeah, I know. I wish the boss could help you, but the way he is right now, he's got to get something to give something. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it works. All right. Going back to this Delzoran Street, Inchi, Thorgren, roll initiative.
Oh,
Nice job, Inchi. Milton got a 6.
19.
ooh.
There we go, Thorgren.
Oh, hold up. That didn't roll with initiative. Or, initiative. Advantage.
There you go.
19.
That's great. Let me roll Osvalando. Osvalando got a 12. City Watch is going to roll as a group. City Watch got a nat 20. There we go, boys. All right, so the turn order so far is City Watch. City Watch, Thorgren, Inchi, what did you get?
19.
12.
Yep, 12.
City Watch, Thorgren, Inchi, Osvalando, Milton. Okay, The two City Watch officers that are right here draw their swords and they face towards the devil, and they go, "Devil, devil, devil, sir, watch out, sir, watch out!" And Milton pays them no mind and continues walking straight towards them. The City Watch are surprised, so they're going to skip this turn. Thorgrin, your turn. You have Inchi on your back, the minor illusion of Elzerna in front of you, and your weapon is drawn.
Okay. So, I'm gonna look at Inchi and say, okay, so I'm gonna pretend to drop you. I need you to
Okay.
run as fast as you can away from here. Give that ring to
Okay.
someone in the guild and tell them to hide it.
Okay. Yeah, I can make it.
We need this ring gone. You don't understand. Okay, so, and I'm gonna cough really loudly,
Okay.
look at Osvaldo, shake my knife at him, and be like, ah, I said no sudden moves, or the kid gets it. And I try to put like a bit of a voice on.
Yeah, you can roll an intimidation check against the Chain Devil.
13.
13. What's the opposed to intimidation?
Uh, wisdom save, I think.
Okay. God damn it. So Osvaldo was taking a step forward, but he hesitates. And when he hesitates, Milton says, "No. Get her. Now." Thorgrin, what do you do with the rest of your turn?
I'm gonna say, just fuck, take her and run. And I'm gonna like make a gesture for someone who's invisible to be running past and take what I hand off to them. And I'm gonna whisper to Inchi, "Go, run."
Okay.
I,
Okay.
I'm sorry. What I meant to say was Milton says, "Kill them now." My bad.
And with that, I'm going to draw my maul.
Okay.
And can I ready an action?
You absolutely can.
Cool. I'm going to brace for an attack. I'm expecting this thing to run and pounce at me or do something. Wait, I don't need to hold an action for this. I'm just gonna take the dodge action. Sorry.
Okay. What does that allow you to do?
You you give them disadvantage, I believe it.
Okay, that's great. That's perfect.
I'm just pulling it back up. I remember it was any attack against you has disadvantage. So yeah, I'm
All
gonna
right.
dodge action and make it look like I'm getting ready for a fight with the hammer.
Okay. That is perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I can hear my roommate laughing his ass off upstairs. Just a second. Okay. Inchi, it is your turn. What do you do? With your invisibility, and you're the one holding the ring.
And she clutches the ring, and he starts sprinting for the Thieves Guild, following Thorgrim's advice.
All right. How do you want to get to the Thieves Guild? If you zoom out on the map, you can see that the sewer access point is back in Troll Skull Alley, so you'd have to run north and then east to get to it.
See, part of the issue I faced was that my mouse stopped working, so I can't zoom properly.
Well, if you, oh shit, if your mouse isn't working, damn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow the exact path laid out on that map, the direction you just mentioned.
Okay, so you're dashing.
Yes,
Okay, so 60 feet, that would put you there. I'll drag your token there.
appreciate it.
You run by the City Watch, but you're invisible and they're distracted, so they don't notice you. And that is Inchy's turn. Osvalando is going to close the distance to Thorgrin and dash over to him, and that is the entirety of his turn. Thorgrin, when he runs up to you, the ground shakes as he steps up. His chains rattle, and they actually get longer and longer, unwrapping around his body, extra chains sliding off of his wrist and out of his hand. And when he gets closer, he is a grotesque sight to see. There are chains wrapped around his mouth and neck and around his head, and they are bound tight as if they're holding him. And when he gets close enough to you to strike, you can see looking in his eyes, there's fear and sadness. But all of his posture, he runs at you like an animal. His posture says that he is going to attack you, maim you, and kill you with all of his might. Milton takes a calm couple polite steps forward to the City Watch who just watched Osvalando dash right past them. Oh shit, no, the City Watch should get an attack of opportunity, my bad. So both City Watch are going to make an attack roll against Osvalando. Uh, both of them hit, so they're going to roll a d6 of damage each, doing 7 damage to Osvalando. Alright, and then he finishes dashing towards you, Thorgrin. Milton says, now, boys, I need each of you to calm down. And as he puts his foot down softly, this green gas erupts from where he steps, and it spreads quickly, all throughout the Zephyr Watch post here. And the members of the City Watch start coughing and gagging, and fear grips their eyes as this green smoke hangs low to the ground, or hangs around like face level, or just spreads through this area. It spreads in a, what is it? 30-foot cone. They cough, they gag, they heave, and they each have to roll a charisma saving throw. I'm just going to roll for them as a group. Ooh, none of them pass. And they take 4d12 necrotic damage. This attack is called Breath of Hopelessness. Jesus. They take 34 damage. So each of them coughs gags. They go on their knees. They try to crawl out of this area where the gas has spread. And they throw up, and then they throw up blood, and then they die. And their skin turns gray and fallow and then green as they fall over to the ground, dead.
Oh
And then
God.
he says, "The things I do for my master." City Watch is taken out of the turn order. Going back to Troll Skull Manor, Blinken and Huel, what are y'all doing to hide Elzerna? Are you just kind of keeping her here with all the windows closed and everything?
I think that would be the best bet because all the time that of us trying to keep her situated. My character's gonna be like looking at her saying, "Don't worry, we're here. We'll try to protect you from the bad things out there. Just don't go outside. There's a lot happening. Trying to explain the situation while I'm trying to look around, seeing what I could do because I know she's a little kid. She's gonna keep asking questions anyway, so I'm just gonna keep repeating things.
Yes. And she says, well, because to her mind, she's out of danger because y'all got the ring off, which is what you were trying to do.
Yeah.
So she's, being a kid, she's trying to pet Aranax and calm Aranax down, even though he seems very tense and he's looking around and sniffing the air. And she says, Mr. Angel, do I still have to go to school tomorrow?
Um, I think they have some sort of holiday. I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep looking around while
She
things
says, "Oh,
happen.
that's wonderful." And she looks to you, Huel, and she says, "Do you know how to cut hair? I would love to get rid of these locks. Mother makes me keep my hair long. She says it's feminine that way."
Huel is drinking the apple cider. He's got one eye half closed, the other one is wide open.
Oh, it is some strong apple cider. It's been
It's been
brewing
there
in
for
there
eight
for 8
years.
years. Yeah.
I roll a constitution check.
That thing
Ooh.
is better aged than most of the wine you've drank in your life. No, I mean, it's not like impure.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
Huel's drinking and he's like, a haircut, huh? And he starts doing that thing with his hammer. He's making like a picture frame.
She says,
Puts
"Yes, and
apple cider down.
I want to paint it. I want to dye it black. Mother never lets me wear black."
No
It's a
need
good idea. Get
for
blonde.
no, don't do it yet. maybe cut the hair, but don't do anything drastic yet.
Well, she's got blonde locks blinking. They're gonna recognize her right away.
Well, I mean, sure, but we don't want to. Do we really want to change her appearance? I mean, that's the thing.
He's gonna get up. He stands up. He puts the bottle of apple cider like to Blinken's chest, and he's like, "Here, take a sip and relax." And he's gonna go over to the fire where the coal is, like fish out a piece of charcoal or like a bit of the black ash. He's gonna like crudely like smear it in her hair. He's not even gonna say anything. He's just gonna walk up and do it.
Okay.
Like, look,
She
see,
kind of like looks excited. She has her like fists balled up tight and they're shaking like she's really excited about it. Like she's wanted to do this for ages.
so like he does a couple more strands. He's like, look, we turn the mop black, they won't recognize her. The blonde
Okay.
locks are gonna see.
Okay.
Huel, it's not a perfect dye job. This will wash off if she gets it wet, but it does coat her golden locks in a black dust, and it noticeably changes her appearance. With a little hat or a shawl or something, it would really change her look.
Yeah, and I'm gonna like keep going through, and then like after he did that, and I kind of whisper to Heel going up close to him, and says, "Why don't you have any more like I don't know makeup like kits or disguise kits to help that as well?"
Also,
But so like
her golden pajamas would be a dead giveaway as well.
Yeah, that's probably true too. So, disguise kit might help in this situation too.
it's sort of loud, like hiccup, like oh yeah, there we go. And then he's gonna bust up a costume there. Bust out
Okay.
like a little like a brown shawl, like you were saying, a little hat. There, she
I
looks like a patron now.
You'd have to dig into your own clothes because y'all used your last disguise kit getting
Yeah.
ready for your interviews yesterday.
Yeah, I think probably it might be better around my size because I'm kind of. I would think I'm roughly the same size, right? Because I'm a gnome. So
There we go.
Yeah, gnome. Halflings are kind of thicker
yeah.
than gnomes. Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's what I'll do. Is like, how about this? Yeah, we're gonna give you a nice dress up, and see, and then like I'm gonna just. I'll be right back, and I'm just gonna run outside, go upstairs, and grab some clothes.
I
Okay.
snatch my apple cider back from him before he
Yeah.
does.
Blinken, did you take a sip of the apple cider?
No, I was too panicked about like making sure I set up the room, with no windows and shit. I don't have time for that right now.
Okay. Blinken, you step outside to go to the staircase that leads upstairs. And when you step out, you think it's your eyes adjusting to the dark. You can't quite see anything, but then that vision happens again. Like it's mostly black except for these cracks in the blackness all over where you can see something through it. Roll a perception check.
Okay.
DC 10 this time.
All right. All right. It is a 12.
You see the face of your friend Thorgrin, and you know that this vision is from now because he has his cloak pulled tight around his face and his beard is cut, and he looks scared because you are right up in his face. And then your vision goes back to normal, and you're outside Troll Skull Manor.
I'm gonna keep going upstairs, shaking it off until I get the clothes to go back downstairs.
Okay, you go get some of your work clothes that you have, and you bring them downstairs to Elzerna, and she can go change in the back storeroom with some privacy.
Mm,
Aranax goes with her to protect her. Of
mm.
course, he is looking all over, and before he goes into the storage room with her, he looks at you, and he sends you an image of the stone of Aranax, uh, uh, with the blue stone with gold flakes in it that you found originally, and the emerald gem that you got from Davil in it, and then a red gem that goes into the second eye slot.
Okay.
And few moments later, you hear Elzerna say, "This is what normal clothes feel like? I can move. I can move everything. Oh my gods."
Yeah, congrats. You look like a normal person now. And I like,
Yeah,
well,
she's
while I'm talking to her, I'm like waving hi, smiling, and I kind of quickly, send a whisper to Heel while I'm standing next to him. It says, I think Thorgrim. I'm seeing visions of Thorgrim being in trouble. I don't know if that's actually real or not, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to go out there and help. What do you think?
You know, Thorgrim's always getting in trouble. He's like leaning with his one arm on his shoulder, like on the table. He's like, "Why are you leaning that way, Blinken? Why are you slanted? Sit up straight. You don't know what posture means?"
Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna like sit here then, and I'm like shaking it off then, and I'm like, you know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna
Hey,
you know.
I'll grab little Inchy by the neck, and you'll hear like that bird sound. Little Inchy, can, like, if you go out, can you look and check on Thorgrim for us?
goes, "Yeah, I can do that for you, boss. No problem."
How much is this gonna run me? How much? How much do you want, little Inchy?
Hey, hey, hey! When you cut her hair, can I have it?
Oh God.
His one eye that was closed opens up, and the one that's open closes. He's like, "Huh? Of course, yeah, sure.
Perfect.
That
It'll be
sounds like a
great
deal."
for a nest for my bed. and he flies over to the door, and his imp hand comes out and turns the knob, and he flies out the door. Okay, that will be y'all's turn. Going back to the top of the combat order, Thorgrin, this chain devil is right up in your face, and it is getting ready to attack you, but its eyes look scared to attack you. What do you do? He spent all of his last turn dashing towards you, so your dodge held action did nothing. You can, of course,
Yes.
do that again if you wish.
No. I'm gonna, in a quieter tone, be like, you really don't want to help him, do you? You want to keep her safe, don't you?
He goes, Sister!
Safe, yes. With him,
Uh,
no.
he says, no choice.
Kill Milton, help me help her.
No choice.
Alright, well, nothing personal, kid, and I'm gonna hit him with the hammer.
Okay. Roll your attack.
Oh, by the way, I rage.
Okay. How many rage actions do you get per day?
3. And I
3?
used 1 earlier,
Yeah, you definitely used one last session. I think you
so then
used 2 because you were running around for a long time and you wanted to be sprinting.
uh, I don't need rage for that. I have insane, athletics.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so I rage, because
Okay.
I know I have 1, at
Okay.
least, right now.
Yeah, I'll say you have 2. So you
Perfect,
used
deal
up
with
one
that.
of them, so you have one left after this.
Yeah. Yeah, I crit 27.
Good God almighty. Roll that damage. God damn. Fuck. I can't make boss fights with you. Alright, so Osvaldo has already taken 27 damage, and as you hit him with your hammer, you actually knock him over into this cart right here, and he stays steady on his feet, and the chains around him where you hit him in the chest loosen just a bit, and you can see something underneath those chains around his neck. There's one smaller chain holding some kind of red gemstone around his neck, and he says, Kill me! Save her! Inchi, it is your turn. What do you do?
Oh, no, hold up. I still have an extra attack.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, imagine me trying to balance out shit in Mass Effect, which I did very, very well.
Cool. Can I aim attack this time?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. I'm gonna smack the necklace this time. I'm going to recklessly attack
Okay.
for with a 19.
19, so you're choosing to hit that gemstone, right? Not him,
Yes,
the gem.
I'm hitting the gem.
Okay.
That a yes to hitting it?
Yes, yes, you hit it. Go ahead and roll damage to see how hard you hit it.
Okay. Uh, I'm gonna custom roll this one because I forgot to make a macro to fix it.
You know, I was worried that this fight was going to be too hard. I actually disempowered Milton from what I wanted him to be.
11.
11?
Yeah.
When
Oh
you hit.
wait,
Uh huh.
sorry. I forgot. I was meant to roll with advantage. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
19. Okay.
That's your damage, the
Yes,
16 right there? Okay.
the 11. No, the 11's the damage.
Okay.
The 19
So
was the first hit.
okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, all right. So since you were specifically aiming for the necklace, as your hammer comes to it and connects, you feel your hammer and both your arms stop mid-swing and immediately bounce back. Roll a constitution check. Or, I'm sorry, an intelligence check.
2.
Your mind is immediately overwhelmed with something. This vision of a woman dressed in an all black robe with gold trim, a woman who you have seen around Waterdeep, Lady Growlhound, and she's talking to you, and she says, Aranax, can you not see that I had to do it? The power that he put in these gold coins, it could be for all of us. I will be reborn as something truly terrifying and powerful. And then you feel this splitting pain in your left eye. Thorgrin, when you come to it, you have been thrown back 5 feet as your hammer bounced off of this gemstone, doing no damage to it or Osvaldo at all. Whatever that gemstone is, it is incredibly powerful. Inshi,
Well, that's
you're
a little spooky.
that's a little what?
A little spooky.
Mm-hmm. Inshi, your turn.
And she continues to sprint for the Thieves Guild.
60 feet. Will put you actually right by the corner of Troll Skull Manor. As you're coming out, you see little Inchi flying past you. Do you say or yell anything? You know your companions are inside the manor.
Inchi trusts little Inchi a whole lot less after the used cart salesman conversation not too long
Mm-hmm.
ago.
Mm-hmm.
So while continuing to run into the Thieves Guild, he just flips off little Inchi, knowing that he can see him while invisible.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're running past like the windows of Troll Skull Manor. Do you want to try to yell anything to your friends inside?
Uh, yeah, sure. As Inchi's running by, he uh, pops open the door and yells in, "Hey guys, bye, you gotta go." And then he continues running.
Okay. All right. It is Osvaldo Castellanter's turn. He was thrown to the ground, or no, he wasn't. He's standing by the cart, and he says again, "Kill me! Save her!" And he lunges towards Thorgrin, and he is going to make an attack with his chain. Just a second, let me read this. Ooh, this is risky, but he's not going to use his chain attack. He is going to use animate chains. So Thorgrin, a chain lunges out from his body towards you and starts wrapping itself around your legs and your arms and your chest. It is going to try to grapple you.
Okay.
So we are going to make opposed strength checks. And he gets +4 to his strength rolls.
Okay.
And I should beef him up because he's going against you. No way he got a fucking 5. God damn it.
And you said it was a what check?
Strength.
18.
Okay. Another chain sprouts out from his body, doing the same thing. God damn it.
24.
Another chain comes out. There we go. He got a 21 on that one.
22.
Damn it. He can do this 4 times.
That's
So
why I
another chain
balance it.
comes out.
Yes,
21.
I balance.
22.
Fuck you, you
I can
piece
do
of
this all
shit.
day.
See,
Fuck
again, as a
Fuck you,
player,
Thorgr.
as a player,
Do this all day.
I'm gonna say it again. Again, I'm gonna say it again. As a player, you're creative, Rex. As a DM, fuck you.
I love you. Look, the worst part is that +7 with advantage is just base barbarian shit.
Oh, fuck you, you piece of fucking dog shit. So he spends his whole turn just throwing chains at you, and you don't even slither out of any of them. You just pull yourself out and swat it aside and break one of them. Fuck you, you piece of shit.
I agree.
It's Milton's turn now. And
No
he
buffing
says,
him up after the combat started.
"No, try me. Be a smarmy piece of shit and watch me do it.
Please.
I'm so mad. I felt so bad about trying to do it 4 times to you, and now I don't."
Yeah, this is what I had to prepare myself on Mass Effect. God damn it.
Bro, you were there when he said he had like 40 AC.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
29.
I admitted that.
29.
I admitted that was a number issue, and I fixed it as soon as I realized.
And you were level 4, so that's not going to happen, you little shit.
Yes, but the way the armor stacked up in that
No,
was
no,
weird.
it was because it's like conversion. But I'm just messing. Brax does make beefy boys though.
He does. I'll give it to him. He got me. He got me in the first half there. So we're going to break out the second half. Milton looks over to you and goes, my, Osvaldo, have we finally found something that you cannot hold? No worries. And Milton becomes engulfed in this green gaseous gas, and the gas hardens and takes shape, and it appears to form wings at his back as his clothes fall off, and his hair hardens and changes shape, and he rises into the air, and we see Milton's true form. Milton, a demon from the 9 hells, a banished servant, the eater of hope. And he flies over towards you, Milton, or Thorgrin, and he lands gracefully on clawed feet. And he is going to make an attack with his claws.
At advantage.
He gets advantage?
Yeah, I reckless attacked on the
Yeah.
bonus attack, remember?
Thank you. But you're a fair player, Brex. Thank you.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I can make
What
good
the
characters.
All right, I'm not using fucking roll 20
and
anymore.
you know how I
No,
feel
keep
too.
no, go
Yep.
ahead.
Oh,
Roll
fuck
again.
you.
Roll again.
Fuck you.
Look, anyways, I make
Oh.
I No, don't roll again. Don't roll again. Hit the real dice.
So he got a 2 with that first one. He lashes out at you with a 3 clawed hand, and the first one misses, and he looks angry, and he puts a little extra oomph into his second attack, and this one hits you right across your chest. So that's a 8 hit, or 1d8 plus 4 slashing damage. And I was going to disempower him by taking his necrotic damage away, but I'm going to do that too. So that's 1d8 plus 4. So 12 damage, piercing, and then oh shit! I just closed roll 20.
Make sure it's crit hit, so double.
No, it's halved
Don't worry,
because
the double.
I'm raged.
He still didn't roll the
Yay.
other dice.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, 24 piercing damage, Thorgrin. And now we'll roll his necrotic damage, which is 2d6.
Wait, sorry, I take 24 total
4D.
before
You-
necrotic.
No, 24 slashing. Now we're going to roll the necrotic.
Okay, so I take 12.
Okay, you're trying to trip me up. We're going to do this one step at a time. You
Yeah.
took 24 slashing damage,
Okay.
and you just took 16 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Okay. You're still standing?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Thorgrin, with the way his claws tore through your cloak, you know if that happens one or two more times, your cloak is going to rip off and he's going to be able to see your face. And this close, he might recognize that, or he might recognize you because you've had the most interaction with Milton out of the group.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Going back to the top. Oh shit. Milton. There we go. All right, so going back to Troll Skull Manor, Elzerna Castellanter steps out of the back room. She's wearing some of your work clothes, Blinken. They're covered in like some grease and oil from where you're polishing up the wood that you carved during the day. There's some cuts and tatters in the sleeves, and she is like throwing her arms around and like lifting her legs up really high in her pants and like stomping her feet down with her shoes. And she says, I feel like I can move for the first time in my whole life. And she's just kind of jumping around and trying to get Aranax to jump around with her. And Aranax is just like holding one paw up to where his left eye would be, and he's acting like he's in a little bit of pain. Blinken, Huel, what do you do?
Hey, you be careful with that dog right there.
And she goes, I didn't do anything. I think maybe some dust got into his one eye. Do dogs typically only have one eye
This one
and
does.
wings?
Yeah, yeah. This one does.
Hmm, interesting. Can I get a dog?
Sometime, but you can't get a Cyclops dog like this one. The other dogs are going to be different.
Yes. There's a whole kinds of different species and breeds of dogs.
This is like a one of a kind, once in a lifetime kind of dog.
Says, I want a shiny dog. But then she just like hops around some more, an easily distracted and happy child.
Okay. And then I look at Aranex and kind of, make sure he's okay. Are you doing all right?
He sends you a mental image of a woman that you've seen before, Lady Growlhund, a tall, slender woman in all black with gold trim, reaching some clawed fingers directly towards like your eye, like they're so close to your eye, like you instinctually like try to swat them away, even though they're not really there. And again, Blinken, your vision right after that ends transforms, and you see your friend Thorgren with blood pouring over his face and chest, uh, as some three-fingered clawed hand swipes at him. And then your vision is back in Troll Skull Manor.
And then I'll curse saying, I'll look at fucking fuel. And then I think our Thorgan is in trouble. I'm seeing not really good images of what's going on with him.
Is it my turn? Sorry, I just got back.
No, not
He's
yet.
asking
No.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
No.
sorry.
After seeing all that and everything going down, and she popped in, right, and said something to us, and then
Yeah,
ran
he said
back
hi
out.
and bye. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was that little Inchy or actual Inchy coming in to say something?
That's
that
actual.
was
Inchy.
actual. That was big, Inchy.
Oh, sorry, Blinken. I don't trust your judgment. You're a little off the sauce right now. I'm gonna go outside and go help him. I'm gonna give him the bottle of apple cider.
All right. I guess I'll take a look. I'll keep an eye on her then.
I'm not necessarily going outside. I'm actually gonna go up to like. Is this part of the building right here? Is this?
Yeah, that's like I think that's a porch area right there. And you can see your friend Inchy running off towards the direction you know the sewer entrance is at.
Aren't they still invisible?
Oh yeah, he is.
Yes, but I've said
So
multiple
we
times
just.
y'all can see each other through your magic because y'all are friends.
Oh yeah, true.
And y'all all technically have a mental connection through Aranax because you've shared visions all together before. That's how I'm going to explain that in canon. So yeah, y'all have been able to see through each other's disguises and invisibilities this whole campaign.
Alternatively, you could just hear and she's as he's been sprinting and trying to get to the thief zone as fast as he can.
I want a nap.
Yeah, I'd say you just hear I want a nap come from that direction.
He was gonna look left and look to the right, and he's like, "Not now, mind." He's gonna smack himself a few times. He's like, "Now's not the time for a nap," and he's gonna go back inside.
Oh, fucking hell.
Blinken, I told you had too much. I'm gonna snatch the apple cider back from him. You're just hearing things. Inchy wasn't out there.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna at that point. I'm gonna look around and I'll be like, "Look, you stay here with her. I'll look and see what I could do. In the meantime, and I look around. Do you have any makeup or something?"
Huel, do you have makeup? Do you put on makeup before you go on stage?
Um, I want to say he does, but I'm not really seeing anything.
Well, I would think that you have
I
like
don't.
a costume kit, if anything, right? Because you're
I
a
had a
bard.
disguise
Yeah.
kit, but it's gone.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I'm not saying like a whole disguise kit's worth, but like you would have some stage makeup as a
yeah,
bard. I'm
yeah,
asking like as a character choice.
yeah.
Yeah, he's got that like '80s rocker glam thing going on. Sometimes, not all the time.
Jesus Christ.
Only when
Okay.
he's like, not. He doesn't have it on right now, but he has
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this. I don't know what it's called. I don't want to make it up, but it's like his skin's like brighter and shinier. His hair's like more slicked
Yeah.
back. It's like this nice oil he puts on himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have enough makeup to like give Elzerna some basic makeup. It won't have the same stat effects as like a disguise kit would, but it would be enough to make people not look at her like or recognize her as a noble from across the street. Like you could make her look like dirty a little bit, make her look like she hasn't been eating perfectly her whole life, things like that.
Yeah, you're gonna, just in case you have a makeup kit, use that on her just in case. All right, because I'm gonna go out there and see what the fuck's going on. All right, just keep an eye on her, and for the love of God, stop drinking that apple cider.
Uh, uh, I don't feel so good.
Yeah,
I
no
think I need to
shit.
take a nap.
No, don't take a nap, you asshole. Just keep watch with her. And then I look at Aranex at the same time and say, keep watch with her. And I'm gonna walk out.
As you walk out the door, Aaron X, he knows protecting Elzerna is important, but he also wants to go with you. So he kind of sends you a mental image of you two fighting together.
I know, but look, and I point at Huel. Look at him. He's not even impaired. He's getting there. So you need to keep watch with her. Huel is good and all, but you want to make sure she's protected. One of these days we'll fight. Just patience.
Okay. Y'all have fought together before. That was the mental image he sent you, like
Yeah.
it would be a memory.
Yeah.
Okay. As you exit the door, he sends you an image of love, you two sleeping in the bed together like you were earlier tonight. Okay. Lincoln, you step out and you are right here. From here, you're gonna be held to distance rules.
Okay.
It is Little Inchy's turn, and he is going to fly 60 feet. Or fuck it, I'll say he dashes, so he flies 120 feet. Or he can. He flies up to about right here so he can see what the fuck is going on. He goes, yep, big night. Very big night. And he has about 40 feet of movement left, so he can come back to the edge of this roof right here next to Corlin's crown. And he goes, hey, Blinken, you need to get over here. Fast.
Ah, shit.
All right, Blinken, roll initiative.
Okay. I'll do it. Everything. Oh, perfect.
There we go. All right, I don't know how this initiative got fucked up, but it did, so let me fix it real quick. And then Blinken, so you go after Milton, okay?
Yep.
Going back to Delzorin Street. Thorgren, it is your turn. You have a chain devil on your right, Eater of Hope, the banished servant, Milton, on your left. What do you do?
Well, I like my odds. Okay. Osvaldo, I'm going to attack him.
Give it your best shot.
25
Yeah, that hits.
for 16.
Fucking damn it, dude.
I don't know if chain devils are vulnerable to radiant damage, but if they are, 4 of it was radiant.
Uh, no, for some reason,
Oh,
devils
sorry,
aren't
6 of it was.
hurt by radiant damage, and you would think that they would be, but it's undead.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Oh,
he's
sorry,
not immune to it. I mean, he's not vulnerable to it.
Right.
So yeah, you can add radiant damage to your attacks.
I get 1d6 radiant.
How do you get that?
From Warrior of the Gods.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Or no, double check. It's Divine Fury. It's Divine Fury.
Oh, that's sick. I didn't know your character was religious. We could have done something with that.
He's not.
No, he
Yeah,
is.
He's definitely. Oh, good.
He is.
What's his god then?
Oh,
Yeah,
here
what's
we
your
go.
god? Call out your god's name
Okay.
as you attack.
GPT, don't fail me now.
No, I forget the name.
D&D, dwarf
I forget the
gods.
name of the. No, no, no.
I thought this
Dwarven
out. I
god,
didn't just pick it for the
pantheon.
stat boost.
Numbers
No.
is all that matters, okay?
Guys, no.
I worship the god of
Yes!
numbers.
It was
Yes!
Tempest. It was Tempest, the greater god of war. He's the lord of battles. He's also known to be worshipped by Bandit.
Morgan's a
I
bandit?
forgot the name of it. I was going to say Torm, but he's a lawful good paladin god. It was Tempest.
Tempest is a domain. Is that a
No,
god's name?
Tempest. Tem.
Tempest. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, Tempest.
Oh, that's
Uh,
sick.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's a neutral god.
Okay,
So-
sick. So 16 damage to Osvaldo, bringing his total damage for tonight to 46.
That's just the first half.
Oh, god damn it. Let me
Second
check
attack.
Osvaldo's health real quick. Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm good.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're nowhere near.
18.
18, bringing his total damage for
That's 2 attack.
to attack.
I
That's a
don't know
hit.
his AC. 14.
14, bringing his total damage tonight to 60. As you hit him again, those just chains around him rattle and shake and fall away a bit. Inshi, it is your turn. You keep running towards the sewer.
Yep, that's about the gist.
I did scale this map to the actual scaling because I remember last session it wasn't. Okay, so I believe on your next turn, I'll give it to you. On your next turn, you'll be able to reach the sewer, okay?
Sounds good.
As you approach, you can kind of see some torchlights and you hear some city watch saying, "How long do we have to stand guard at this sewer entrance? It sounds like there's a commotion on the other side of the alley." And someone says, their captain says, "A member of us was attacked here this night, boy. We stand guard until we are relieved. You listen to my orders or the Blackstaff's, no one else." All right, it is Osvalando's turn, and he is going to use his chain multi-attack against Thorgren.
I'll get the strength saving throws ready.
Well, no, he can only do that animate chains thing once per short rest.
Oh.
Yeah. I used it all on you. He could have done that to 4 different people, but I wanted to fucking grapple you. His first attack +7 to hit, so 16. Does that hit you?
16? Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right.
None of these attacks are advantaged, by the way.
Okay.
I did not recklessly attack.
Okay. Thank you. So that's 2d6 plus 4 slashing damage as he kind of just whips a chain at you.
Okay. What's the total?
7 damage.
Uh. Okay.
Okay. The next one, he kind of takes a step back and flings one of the chains that has a blade on the end toward you.
Sorry, I forget. Do we round up or down for damage taken?
Why
Down
would you?
for
Down.
halves.
Oh yeah, you're enraged.
Mhm.
His next attack was a 24, so that hits. So it's
Yeah.
another 2d6 plus 4. That is 13 total damage, so you would have that round down. so 6.
Yep.
All right. Okay, and that is Osvalando's turn. And he says, Milton, Elzinra not here. And Milton says back, yes, but I want this member of the Thieves Guild down. And now it is Milton's turn. And he is going to again swipe at you with his claws. It's been 3 turns since he did his breathless hope. Breath of hopelessness. He is going to swipe at you with his left claws. +7 to hit. So that was a 23, so that hits. And I'm just going to go ahead and roll his other attack now, too.
Okay.
That was 11, so the second attack doesn't hit.
Okay.
We'll roll damage for the first one. 1d8 plus 4 for the slashing damage.
Oof,
So 12 for the slashing damage. So 6 for you. And then we'll do the necrotic damage, 2d6. So you took 9 damage that turn. You still standing, Thorgrim?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still up.
All right. So that was 9. That was the halved damage, was 9.
Okay.
Okay. Blinken, it is your turn. Huel, I'm going to add your turn here. You're just going to have a 0 until you enter combat, if you enter combat.
I guess I'll, dash as far as I can. So that's like 50. I'll probably like end up around here. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. Little Inchy sees you dashing off that way and says, come up here to the high ground.
Good point. I start redirecting here.
Okay. He comes down and offers you his leg. He's gonna try to help you flap his wings and help pull you up.
Yep.
Okay. So it'll be your whole turn to get to the edge of this roof, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. All right.
Okay. You get up here and little Inchy stops flying and falls to the roof and goes, Jesus. Fucking gnomes. Blinken, on this roof, you are actually on you can see up to the, I believe, 3rd level of Corleon's Crown,
Yeah.
which is a greenhouse, and it's lit with candles from the inside, and the glass is all fogged up because it's hot and humid in there. Okay, Huel, you are in Trollskull Manor with Elzerna Castellanter, and she is trying to throw Aronach's wooden cup or something to get him to fetch it, and you can see Lif he's kind of he doesn't like people throwing his stuff around, but he knows that it's important to keep Elzerna distracted, and so he's tense about it.
He looks to the left, looks to the right, looks at what's happening. And I'm gonna walk up and give her a bell. It's gonna be like a cowbell.
Okay.
I'm gonna he's like, oh, I'll teach you a thing or two about music, but if you know, if trouble happens, use this.
She goes, ooh, and she starts clanging it and hitting it on a table, using it like a drumstick. She goes, Interesting. Very nice. Mother only lets me play the piano. She doesn't like me making loud noises.
Yeah, this is
Uh,
real loud.
yeah, and like with this instrument in her hand and her black hair and her worker's clothes, she kind of looks like a little bit punk, like a little street rat. You've seen a few people like her.
Yeah, you look like somebody you'd be hanging out with. Is she perfect? I mean, I hang out with Inchi. What am I saying? He's gonna shake it off. I don't know if I should leave
Okay.
them to like not like Aaron X and but like with Lith and everything. So I'm kind of just gonna hold, like kind of be sitting out looking on the porch, like looking.
You can talk to Liv. Like he can't talk back, but he understands you. And he can like nod and shake his head and stuff. Like y'all
Yeah, I
y'all
mean, like
can
if
communicate.
I'm like Lith, do you know like if I was to leave and something bad was to happen, could you protect um
Lift
Miss
breathes
Castellator?
in. Lift breathes in, and his hair goes like straight up, and his eyes and mouth start glowing white, and he goes back up to that huge size he was when y'all first fought him, implying that yes, he can defend, and he will defend a child.
He's torn on what to do. Like I said, I don't really want to leave in case something happens.
Hmm.
He's gonna be sitting looking like somebody antsy looking out the window, somebody like waiting for a package or like a nosy
Hmm.
neighbor looking at the blind. I'm just gonna be looking and watching for like any sign of Inchi or Blinken,
Um,
Gorgon.
you said you wanted to go out to the porch. That was over here on the south, right?
I'd even still be inside, like just peeking out the blind, you know what I mean? Like not fully outside, but
Mhm.
like a
Um,
peeping.
yes, you can see Blinken like crawling over the edge of this roof right here.
I told him not to drink too much. Blinken's gonna get hurt up there. And yeah, I'm just gonna kind of float around and just watch and make sure nothing happens just this little bit. Teaching her how to use the
Um,
cowbell.
um, okay. That is Huel's turn. Little Inchi spent his turn helping Blinken get up. So it is now back around to Thorgrin. Oh, shit. Blinken, you would have gotten another quick vision. Um, you would have seen like you've been seeing this black with like gaps in it, but now that's kind of fallen away and there's less black and you can see what it was now. There were chains blocking your vision, and now there's only one or two chains like in front of your vision, and you can see uh uh through whatever this is that you're looking through, your friend Thorgrin and this winged devil with black skin and gold armor and giant gold horns, standing in the street as both this chain monster and this devil attack your friend Thorgrin.
Okay.
Thorgrin, it is your turn. What do you do?
All right. Well, we're gonna go for a first swing at 25.
With that.
Okay. 25 at Osvaldo.
Yes, please.
Oh, I misspelled his name on his token. Osvaldo. Okay, that hits.
Okay. So I can't read that. What's it say again? For Hunter's Mark? Do I add damage for that?
Motherfucker.
No, ignore that.
Shit. Osvaldo has resistance to bludgeoning damage. I just noticed that.
Okay. Uh, well, that's 20. Fours across the board.
Jesus Christ. So resistance means the damage is halved, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
So that's attack 1.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave it at 60 since he should have been getting half damage from you all night. It should be 30, but I'll leave it at 60 because I fucked up.
Okay.
Okay. Second attack.
Yes. $15. Or you know what?
Uh-huh.
Thorgren does not die here. He knows his future holds greatness. He's gonna recklessly attack.
Okay.
So re-roll that for 25 to hit.
God damn it, that would have missed. Yep.
That would be 8.
So Osvaldo has taken 64 damage tonight.
That is it.
I think my roommate's playing Call of Duty. Okay.
Well, tell him
All
to
right.
stop. There's a boss battle going on.
As long as y'all can't hear him, it's okay. Okay, that's your turn.
Yes.
All right. Let's go over to Inchi. Inchi, you're dashing towards the sewer, right?
Yes.
Okay. As you're dashing there, you get close. You see that the sewer, it is open. There are 3 city watch standing about 10 feet away from it, keeping guard in all direction. So the area is well lit with torches, but you are still invisible. You just dash straight for the sewer and climb on in.
I think Inchu would like to cast Minor Illusion
Okay.
in the opposite direction. It's going to still be his own voice, but in the opposite direction of the crowd. His voice will just yell out, "Ah, shit!"
Okay. Um, so you make a minor illusion, just the sound or an image of yourself?
Just the sound.
Okay. That comes from up there. That distracts all the guards. They kind of rush up towards it to see what that was, and your path to the sewer is clear.
Yep, and she just sneaks right on in.
All right. As you're climbing down into the sewer, uh, uh, yeah, you actually managed to get down into the sewer. Let me close the door to my roommate's room real quick because it's distracting me.
Excuse me.
Okay, I am back. Inchi.
Hello.
You, did I drag you over here? Yes. You climb down into the sewers. You're right here. And as you get down there, are you still invisible?
Yes.
Yes. Um, you hear a voice say, "Who's there? What was that? This, this is Thieves Guild territory." And you hear the familiar voice of your friend, Kickin' John.
Is he this big?
Yeah,
Okay, there
he's
we go.
massive. Yeah, no, he's your size.
Gotcha. Uh, and she drops his invisibility and waves. Oh, hey, John.
John like hops over to you and he says, Inchi, there was some dwarf with a human girl down here earlier speaking your name. He told some Kinku to go tell Xanathar about you or something. What's going
Well,
on, man?
what's going on is I need to destroy this ring. Is anyone in the guild that can destroy it for me?
You need to destroy it? Man, that thing in that.
Can you repeat that?
He said, you need to destroy it? Man, that thing looks valuable. That looks like real gold. We could pawn that.
We could, but I was just told to destroy it. There's magic on it, so we need to destroy it.
Um, so y'all removed the magic from the ring, but because it's a unique mundane object, they can still track it. So it doesn't have any magic on it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want this ring then, John?
He says, oh, hell yeah, I want this ring.
Here you go.
He says, oh, so, okay, man. Why are you trying to get rid of it?
I don't have a lot of pockets, you see, and she just kind of pulls out his pockets. His dagger is clattering to the floor. Yeah. I don't got the space for all that.
Roll a deception check. DC 10.
13. 7.
7. And Kickin' John says, you stole this off of somebody, didn't you? They're gonna come looking for it, eh?
Yeah. That's what happened. You still want it?
He
It's
goes,
value.
hell yeah, man. Back at the base, I got a lead box I could put this in. They can't track an object if you put it in a lead box.
Oh,
Stick
really?
around your own one-legged friend Kickin' John. I'll teach you a trick or two.
You, you only you only have one leg now?
He's always only had one leg. Oh no, he has no arms. I forgot.
John, you down to one limb. Are you okay?
No, he has. I forgot his thing. He has no arms and both legs. So he
Uh,
says, he reaches up with one foot and he takes the ring from you and he kind of dexterously puts it in a pocket that he has on his other pant leg. And he says, yeah, man, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it for you. And hey, if I get a good price for it, I'll give you a gold coin.
that's why you're the man, John. And I hold out a fist bump for him.
And he reaches up his leg, his foot that is covered in sewage water. He curls his toes and he gives you a little fist bump.
All right. I gotta go.
He says, okay. Hey, man, come by the guild sometime. There's going to be another fighting tournament soon.
Ooh, yeah, I could watch some death.
Fuck yeah.
I will. I'll do that.
Okay. And he walks off back towards the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, then she climbs back out of the sewers and walks back to the manor.
Okay. So, Inchi, you crawl out of the sewers. You don't have your invisibility anymore. The city guard is kind of looking, saying, "Oi, where'd that voice come from?" And their captain says, "Must be somebody who saw us and turned the other way." No, we're gonna stand our post, folks. Don't investigate it. Get back to that sewer.
And she got some visibility again.
All right, and that's the end of your turn, my man.
Okay.
Okay. Going back to Osvaldo. Nope. Yeah, it's Osvalando's turn. Okay. Osvalando is going to raise one of the chains that he has that has a hook on the end, and he is going to throw it at you, Thorgrin.
Okay.
He got a 19. I'm
19
going to
hits.
roll his other attack as well. He got a 10.
That does not hit.
Okay. I'm going to do 2d6 plus 4 for damage. So that is 9 damage. So half that is 3? No, 4.
Okay.
All right. And it is Milton's turn. And he says, Why do you mortals cling to life? And he swipes at you with a claw. Getting a 25 on his first attack. Another claw gets an 18. Those both hit, don't they?
Yep.
So we're going to roll his slashing damage first. 2d8 plus 8 for both of them together. Oh shit, you got lucky. So 12 damage, so 6 slashing damage. And now the necrotic damage. 4d6. So 4 necrotic damage.
I don't take half on necrotic.
So 9 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Still standing?
Barely.
I'm still standing. All right, going over to Blinken. Blinken, what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna have to run across the roof there to reach where I need to go. Let's see, how far is that? Yes, I have to like make a dash over there. Gnomes, hee hee hee. So I'm gonna go ahead and dash across. And I look down, and I guess I'll see this mess happening. Um,
I will say that if you do the 30 feet, which would put you right here, you will have line of sight on at least Milton.
okay. Well, if that's the case, I'll end up here, and I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look at Milton, and obviously I don't know if that's Milton. It looks like a fucking demon. Um, so
Yes, yeah. So you see this 8 foot tall winged beast with black skin and 3 claws for hands and hooves for feet, with these gold bands around its chest and arms and these big golden horns, standing, attacking what you know as your friend Thorgrin.
um, all right. So what I'll do is, as a bonus action, I'm going to do ensnaring strike.
Okay.
So obviously that means with every attack that I do for a minute, I'll have the chance to try to wrap the creature with vines or whatever to get him restrained. So I'm gonna activate that, and then I look and I'm like, shit. I'm gonna pull out my bow. And I guess I'll shoot at Milton. And,
Okay.
this demon creature that's 8 foot tall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Roll
do
your
that.
attack.
That would be. Yes. 10.
That misses.
And I'm gonna roll again because extra attack.
Okay.
20.
Hey, there you go. That hits.
All right, so I'm gonna do damage. Of course, 6, and then I'm gonna do. They have to do it, right? They have to roll the strength save to try to break out this vines crawling up from ensnaring strike.
Yes. Um,
If they
right,
fail, then
last.
they're restrained.
Okay. Strength saving throw. Okay, the Eater of Hope gets a +4 to strength saving throws.
Yep, that passes. Yeah, because it's a 14.
A 14. Okay. But you did hit him. You did do 6 damage to him. He is not resistant to that. So 6 damage. And Milton looks about for where that attack came from. But he can't see you from where you are on the roof, Blinken.
Yeah.
Can you do anything else this turn?
I think so. I'm double checking. And no, I guess that's it. I'm just gonna try to, duck as close as I can to the roof when I shoot at him, and then end my turn.
Okay. We'll call that the hide action.
Okay.
All right. Little Inchy spends his turn waddling up next to you, still out of breath, and he goes, "Looks pretty bad down there, Blinken. You think you're gonna be able to handle it on your own?"
No, I'm not making any deals with you.
We're trying to help.
All right, give me a little something here. Do you recognize that guy there? And I point at the chain devil.
He goes, yeah, you've met him before. That's Milton.
What? Is he I whisper, is he part of your crew or something? How does that work? How do you know that guy?
He goes, oh, I can just recognize devils on sight. He never fooled me.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's not
yeah,
good.
yeah. Plus, he's pretty famous down there, banished servant and all that.
Fantastic. Great to know.
Okay, Huel, it is your turn in Troll Skull Manor. Elzerna is continuing to try and play with the bell, and she actually has pretty good rhythm. You heard her play the piano earlier. Uh, She's very proper with it at first, and then she starts getting a little bit like loose with it, like really jamming out, asking you what the halflings play where you're from.
We play a lot of mishmash and a lot of nothing, you know? He starts just smashing away on his loot, just like random nonsense.
And she keeps rhythm with you pretty well. Um, as y'all are doing this, Aranax, sensing what Blinken just saw, looks at you, Huel, and like nods his head over to the door with like a panicked look in his eye.
Oh, jeez. Do you have to go to the bathroom, Marinix?
Like shakes his head no, and he like bares
Oh,
his claws and like tries to like point his head to at you and then to the door.
fight, scratch, fight. Oh, he's gonna pick up the apple cider. Lift. Take care of the place while we're gone, okay? And he's gonna slam the door. I'm like,
Okay,
he's gonna stop in the window, looking, tell those here. If anything happens, ring that bell. Then I'm gonna run.
okay, roll initiative.
Say, how do I do that again? I remember.
Click your token and then roll your initiative. There you go.
Oh yeah.
14, that puts you right after Thorgren. Okay, and I've been letting everybody start right here. Okay, Huel enters combat. All right, we have all the half pints in combat now. Okay. Um, going back to the top of the order, Thorgren, it is
Okay.
your turn.
So, I'll let you take a guess at what my health is right now.
I'm betting it's pretty low. So, like, your cloak is in tatters, like, it's about to fall off of you. You are bleeding from
Everywhere.
slashes to your chest, your arms, your face. The chains have slammed into you repeatedly. You are out of breath. Do you say anything badass?
Yeah, standing there at 1 HP. Thorgrim is he's gonna let out a very long yell, and this is gonna sound cheesy as fuck. Uh, you can't kill the chosen of Tempest
There we
or
go.
of Tempest, and you know, fucking run. Like
That
I'm not running. I'm telling whoever shot that arrow to fucking run.
okay.
uh, and I'm going to reckless attack Milton to the top of the head to try to get his attention back on me. Like I'm full, like uh, putting all the weight in. I'm just
Okay.
bonking him straight on the top of the head. So I'm gonna reckless attack Milton.
Okay.
That's a scam.
Hey,
Can I
that
use my
first
inspo?
attack, of course you can.
Cool. Let's do one more for 14.
That also misses.
Okay, well,
He is looking up at the roof. You swing at him, and even though he's not looking at you, he ducks out of the way of it, not taking his eyes off the nearby roofs.
uh, extra attack, I guess.
Okay.
Also reckless for 15.
That also misses. Again, he just ducks out of the way, trying to see where that attack came from. He's looking off to the right of the greenhouse across the street. Do you want to do anything else to try to distract him?
I'm gonna charge through them. Just break them up. I'm getting in there. Even more.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. Little Thorgren sandwich.
Yeah. I'm like hitting them with both ends of the hammer, trying to get in, get their attention.
Okay.
And once I'm in between, Milton's still looking, I'm going to try to like jump up and, get in his face. Like just absolutely pissed off, blood coming down the side of my mouth. Like, motherfucker, I'm still here.
He says, "You are of no distraction to me, you nameless Thieves Guild goon."
I'll do to you what I did to the granny. As I say that, I can feel like my
God
soul
damn
just
it.
fucking crush itself.
Uh,
Isn't uh yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up like I fucked up that grandma, Milton.
he looks down at you and he says, "That voice. Do I know you?"
Mask off, I spit in his face.
Oh shit. Okay. You rip off your mask, revealing yourself to be Thorgren, the rude dwarven barbarian that has come into his room at the yawning portal and taken a bunch of his snacks before and walked away with them. Um, and then you do the most insulting thing you can do to a proper man, a distinguished man, a man of etiquette and manners. You
Where? I
spit.
don't see one.
He even in this form, like he walks like with proper posture and stuff. I've been changing his voice to make it sound more demon.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, but he still like enunciates his words properly. Like he cares about these things, and you spit in his face, and that enrages him. And now you have all of his attention. You insulted him. You dem- degraded him, demeaned him,
Demeaned
you
him.
disgusted him, and now he feels betrayed as well. He paid you well for those jobs, and this is how you repay him? You're gonna get it, you stinky little dwarf. Huel,
And I
you're
kidnapped the girl. What you gonna do about it? He was
also
rubbing
that.
in.
Also that, yeah. Yeah, he failed to protect a Castellanter, his one and only job. All right, you have his attention.
Good.
Huel,
Now I'm hoping that it gets whoever's nearby the fuck away.
Huel, what do you do?
Um, how far away would 60 feet be from Troll Skull if I could even decipher that?
You can
As
use
you,
the measurement tool. It is accurate now.
so from her,
Well, no, from where you are, that's where you're starting.
no, I gave her the bell so she when if trouble happens, 60 feet. That's is the range that bell can be heard.
Oh, okay.
I just want
So
to be
it's like
60 feet
like
from
this.
her, ideally.
Yeah.
Okay. You remember you did see Blinken crawling up here.
I mean, Lith is there actually.
And
It,
Aranax.
it's silly, but I'll move up 60 feet right
Okay.
there.
All right. Huel, as you round this corner, you can see. You'd be right here.
Perfect.
Yeah. you can see this green mist hanging over the ground. It is dissipating as you look at it, and inside the Zephyr watch post, which is just kind of like a building with a roof and a bunch of posts and tables where the city watch sit at, you can see the dead bodies of 3 members of the city watch. The mist is just in this area with the green box, so the right side of the road here is clear to walk through. And then this is a little porch area right here. So you have line of sight on your friend Thorgren in between an 8 foot tall chain devil and some demon that you've never seen before that's also 8 feet tall and winged and has gold bands around its arms and these giant gold horns on its head. And you would have just heard what Thorgren said. Uh, he would have said, "Run!" and then spit in the face of this demon and distract this demon. What do you do?
I mean, that's all my movement, right? 60
Yeah,
feet.
yeah.
Um,
And your action. You could say something if you wanted.
I'll just kind of hide here for a minute as I'm watching this all go down. And you said I heard him scream, "Run."
Yes. Well, Thorgren, what were your exact words?
I know you're saying run to Blinken.
I think that's the generalization. It's just right at the end is run, just screaming at the top of his lungs, run.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn. As I'm like, you just see the one eyeball peep through the building.
Okay. Inshi, it is your turn. You just turned invisible right next to the sewer grate, and you can swear you hear on the winds from, what is that, 100 feet away? Ooh, 200 feet away? Just the whisper of your friend Thorgren yelling, "Run!" Inshi, what do you do?
Now I gotta run back to him. Okay, and she starts running back to Dorgan's last known location.
Uh, are you gonna run around the alley again? You could also try to climb up the roofs or something here to get back to that last known location faster.
Hell no.
Okay. Oh yeah, scared of heights.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, that will take you right over here past the bent nail, where you can hear the fire ganashi and the water ganashi hammering away at different pieces of armor and weapons that they're making for customers in the morning.
I'm not
It
sure if
is
Enchi's ever had this much cardio. All right, go on.
okay. It is Osvaldo Castellanter's turn, and he, with fear and sadness in his eyes, says one final time, "Kill me! Save her!" And he grabs you, Thorgren. Roll a strength check as he
I'm
tries
back.
to grapple you. Oh, okay. It's Osvalando's turn. And he looks at you, his body in a rage, fear and sadness in his eyes, and he says, "Kill me! Save her!" And he tries to grab you. Roll a strength check as he attempts to grapple you.
21.
Oh, Osvaldo say
Yeah,
that too. Okay,
yeah, he's not whispering it.
all right.
Uh, yeah. He kind of like yells it or screams it like he's a monster. Um, so Osvaldo adds +4 to his, so he got a 23. So Thorgren, he grabs you, he picks you up over his head, and he throws you to the ground.
Okay, how
Doing
bad do I dent the road?
He threw you down, doing 2 damage. So you just knock a few pebbles and rocks out of the way as you hit the ground, and you're so thick and dense you don't even bounce off the ground. You just
No,
land there. What?
no. I had 1 health. 2 minus 1 is still 1. He put me to 0.
Yeah, I know. Let me
Okay.
finish.
Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
so you land just on the ground. You don't bounce. You just hit there with a thud, and you lay there unconscious. And he again yells at you, angry, "Kill me! Save her!" And now it is Milton's turn. And Milton says, "Oh no, Osvaldo. Your whole family will belong to the master before you are before you are ever dead." And Milton, uh, he gets 2 attacks. So he is going to swipe at you, Thorgrin, with his claws, and he gets advantage because you can't move. So first attack,
Oh God.
that's a hit. Uh, since you are in death saves, we don't even have to roll for damage. It's going to take away 2 of your death saves. Right? That's how that works, right?
You'd think
Um,
with how well I am at getting my characters killed, I would know this off the top of my head. Uh,
I think if
Yeah.
it's a crit hit, that's how it works. If
I
you if you if
thought
you
it
do,
was if you take any damage at all, it takes away, it counts as 2 failed death saves.
oh God, now we have to go to the technicalities. Give me a second.
Oh, are you saying that if you get hit while you're in death saves, it's a critical hit?
Um, I think technically it's yeah, it depends because you can roll with advantage. Yeah, so it says if they take damage while unconscious, they automatically fail a death saving throw.
Oh, you were right. If it's a critical hit, it counts as 2 failures.
Yeah, so if you hit them normally, it's 1, and then if you hit them with crit, then that's 2.
Okay? So, Thorgrin, you have 1 death roll. Okay?
yep.
Milton is going to attack again with advantage. And he doesn't even need it because that first one
Oh
hit.
yeah, that yeah.
So that is 2 death saves. All right, and that is Milton's turn. He says, "Filthy little dwarf, you should serve your betters." Blinken, your turn.
Okay, so I look at little Inchy and I say 10%. Okay, so I look at I'm gonna look at little Inchy right after that happened. Um, and I say
And he's already looking at you.
10%.
He opens his mouth, and normally a 3 fingered clawed red hand comes out, but this time it is the well manicured hand of a human dressed in fine clothing, and it holds its hand out for a handshake.
I extend my hand and shake.
Okay. As you reach up, time slows down. What exactly did you want from this?
So, what I want, since I heard to kill Osvaldo, I want to. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know how damaged. I didn't see how damaged he is. I want to see if it's possible to kill this guy, because what I've heard last time was kill him, save her, right? So that's
Mhm.
what I want. I want to kill him to save her. That's what I want to do.
You,
So
you
I'm
want
assuming him, Osvaldo is him. So
Okay, so you want Osvaldo dead.
yes.
Okay. And you hear that voice, the voice that you were talking to earlier in Troll Skull Manor say, Osvaldo, he's a big guy. He's a great guy. He was a gift to me, actually. One of my favorites. I mean, look at him. So big, so strong. 15%.
15. All right, fine. 15.
Time speeds back up, and you complete that handshake. And Osvaldo rears backwards. His chains fly off of him. He screams at the night, and the chains that were attached to his body rip, tearing his flesh. The chains fall out of his arms from his body, and his muscles fade, and he collapses to the ground, dead. And Blinken, you know in your heart, the moment you touch the gold in the Vault of Dragons, 15% of your share goes to Avi, the used cart salesman.
Yep.
Milton steps back. What? What in the hells just happened? That hand goes back into Little Inchy. Blinken, you've done nothing but talk this turn, so you still have your actions.
I'm gonna hurry up and go back towards the other side so that I'm going towards the manor at this point.
Milton is still there over your unconscious friend.
I mean, I'm not gonna shoot at him. I don't want to draw attention. So I'm assuming with Osvaldo dying, he's going to, panic or something to go away from this body. So that's what, um, you know, my my character's brain is thinking anyway. Because I don't know exactly who um, Osvaldo was. So like, I heard "kill me, save her," and that's what I did. And I'm hoping the shock and awe would distract him in some point or make him run away. So I'm not going to step out there and just shoot at Milton because I don't know um, if I'm going to be able to beat him or not. So
Okay. Fair enough. So where are you walking to?
I'm
You can remove
going.
your own token.
Yeah, I'm going to go back here. And then I see Huel, and I'm going to try to wave at him.
Okay. Do you say anything to get his attention?
I'll try to obviously I don't want to speak so loud, but I'm going to be like, "Yo, get over here."
Okay.
Who said that?
God
Huel,
damn.
you can react to that on your turn. It's Little Inchy's turn. He stands up and burps a little bit, and he is going to fly down over to Huel. Or he's just going to fly up here to get a good view of what happens next.
Okay.
I just sent you something related to my character, Mike.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. Thorgrin, it is your turn. Roll a death saving throw. If you fail, your character will die.
That's success.
That is a success, so you have one success. When you click on your token, can you see the little circles above it, the red, the green, and the blue?
Yep.
Okay. The two on the right is your death, one on the left, or the two on the left is your death, the blue on the right is your saves. Okay.
All right.
I've been pronouncing it death throws and life throws. It's success and failures. My bad. Okay,
Um.
Huel, that is or Thorgrin, that is your turn.
Oh no, I would like to bleed on Milton's feet.
Wait.
Your blood is pooling around you, especially since he attacked you twice. Where when you were downed, and he is like looking around trying to figure out what the hell just happened, and you wouldn't know it, but absolutely, some of your blood gets on the hooves that he has for feet. Huel, it is your turn. You just saw your friend Thorgrin go down and get attacked twice by this winged demon, and then this chain devil pretty much just exploded and collapsed to the ground lifeless. And then you heard the voice of Blinken go, "Hey, Huel, what do you do?"
I'm blinking. What are you doing up there?
Um, I would react with I dealt with one guy, but the other guy's still standing.
Yeah, Thorben's still standing up, or more like laying up there too.
He seems powerful. Are you able to do anything to, I don't know, distract him or, something so we could hopefully pick up our friend there?
I mean, he's gonna look in his left hand. He's like, I got this apple cider I can offer Milton.
Oh, God.
And then he's gonna pull out his lute. He's like, or I can play him a song.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna move 30 feet up this way.
Okay.
The exact 30. Oh, I can't move. There. That's 30, right?
Yeah. From where you
More.
were. Yeah.
There we go. First things first, I'm gonna. I guess I gotta cast it out from back there. Let's see. I'm gonna use Healing Word
Oh, sick.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
at maximum cast at Thorgan. Hopefully it rolls good. He starts singing a song. He's like, apple cider. Sitting under the bar for centuries. And he starts singing.
Okay.
And I heal him for 17.
Ooh,
Oh, shit.
boy.
That's
That's
a good roll.
nice. That's very nice. Um,
I'm sorry, Thorgan. Blinking was acting up drinking apple cider, but I'm here now.
But could you hear a loud sigh from Lincoln?
okay. Thorgrin, as you were knocked out, like losing conscious or having lost consciousness, pretty sure you were going to die. What would Thorgrin have been thinking of in his final moments?
Well, being a avid worshiper of temp, tem- Tempest,
Mm-hmm.
uh, you know, okay, finally, because life is one big battle, and he happened to die in a battle, or so he thought. He thought he was going to go to the good fight
The eternal fight.
The eternal fight.
So in your head, you would have heard like swords clashing against armor, horses like neighing and rushing through the sounds of battle, and you would have heard a loud going up against two demons. Now that's the way to go out, son. But I don't think the mortal realm is done with you, is it? And you breathe back in, and you are lying in a pool of your own blood on Delzoran Street. Little Inchi, in his raven form, caws loudly, getting Milton's attention, and then he says, Milton, a disgrace below, a disgrace above. Good job, man. Really good job. Lost Osvaldo, lost Elzerna. Just go ahead and throw Tenzero out a window, why don't you? Inchi, what do you do?
I assume, and she's still nowhere close, and he's still like running to where he last saw Thorgrim.
Yep. 60
Yep.
feet would take you about right there. So you are passing by Troll Skull Manor.
Yeah, no, he just
Okay.
continues running.
That is your turn. Milton looks around. He just heard the singing from Huel. He just got mocked by little Inchi. And this person that he thought he had killed is now breathing beneath him. And he goes, You mutts, you apes, you disgusting, filthy mortals. Where's Elzana? Where is she, dwarf?
I didn't hear no bell.
And he, in a moment of panic, is going to cast Locate Object to try to find out where that ring is. He waves his hands in front of him. A few sparks leave his clawed fingers. He says, "Back underground, running me around in circles, mocking me to my face. I will not be a disgrace." He can't cast a spell and attack on the same turn, so he is going to try and fly up into the air about 30 feet to get a better view of the battlefield. But Thorgrin, that gives you an attack of opportunity.
Yes. I am going to attempt to grapple him.
Hell yes. Let's do some rule lawyer shit about pinning the
Oh
wings
God.
of a
Yeah.
winged creature.
All right. So I'm going to roll athletics to grapple.
Hell yeah.
16.
+4 to his strength. Oh, fuck. I
Oh,
really
he
wanted
just
to give that to you, man. Yeah, +4 to his strength saves. So you reach out to try and grab one of his hooves, but your fingers slip off your own blood, and he flies 30 feet into the air. Lincoln, your turn.
um. Let's see. I got ensnaring strike still. I'm gonna look up in the air.
And you have clear line of sight on him now, but that means he has clear line of sight on you.
Yeah, that's the problem. Um,
82 feet away.
properly.
I assume, yeah, if you move, I think you could hit him from where you are, but especially if you use your movement and move up.
Yeah, I can still. It says a good 150 feet, and then 600 if that's where it gets like dicey. Okay. 150 feet with longbow. I'm not using a short bow. That's why I wanted to make sure.
And I'll tell you what, he's distracted. He's looking around. He's in a panic. Thorgren threw him off balance a bit by trying to grab him while he was flying up. You get advantage on this attack.
All right. All right. I'm gonna look at you know, heal and then just kind of, or no, he's already gone, so I can't really. I don't see him. He moved up.
Yep.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna pull out my longbow and I'm gonna shoot with advantage. And I have the ensnaring strike, so hopefully, if I hit him, he could try not to, or try to break and not pass it. So I'm gonna do that.
I thought you snared him on your last attack.
No, he broke.
No.
He
No.
failed to save.
He
gonna
passed the save.
Or that's it. He passed.
I was gonna say if he failed.
So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do advantage. On 21, that hits.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits. Strength save, what does he have to beat?
Oh god. It's gonna be a 14 strength save. Yeah, he passed that.
He passed that again. But go ahead and roll your damage.
Yeah. Ooh, max
Ooh,
11.
nice. 11 damage. Okay, so he has taken a total of 15 damage tonight.
And I'm gonna shoot again because extra attack.
Okay.
I'll just roll it normal this time, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright. That misses. 14.
Yep, that one misses.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead at that point. I'm gonna move after I shot. I'm gonna try to go down here, jump down and hide under something so he doesn't see me after I shot him.
Okay. All right, that is the end of Blinken's turn. Thorgren, it is your turn. Milton
Alright.
is 30 feet in the air. As you like wake up and like pick yourself up, you are prone. Um, you can see that Osvalando's dead body is beside you. All of his chains have disconnected from his body. Those chains
Well-
with knives and blades on the end.
That's convenient because I'm gonna grab one,
Okay.
stand up for half my movement, and I'm gonna use the chains to wrap around his legs. Like I'm gonna try to grapple him with the chain.
All right. I'm going to call that a dexterity attack. Or as a barbarian, can you use your strength? I think we talked about this a session or two ago.
I mean, I don't see why not. I'm hurling a chain at him.
Well, it's also about accuracy.
Your
I
call?
think we talked about this 2 sessions ago, and we concluded that you can use your strength modifier. Improvised
Well-
weapon attack.
Oh, improvised weapon attack? Yeah, it would be strength. Or
Okay.
dex if you want to consider it finesse.
I'll consider it finesse. Yeah, go ahead. Hurl those chains at him, boy.
Alright, well, I'm going to bonus action rage. Hurl chain at him to try to grapple him.
God damn
I forgot to specify, sorry.
I hear no bell.
So finesse is optional. I'm going to choose the strength anyways. Sorry, champ.
Okay.
Being a bit of a rules lawyer there, I just want the strength bonus.
Okay.
And yeah, crit for 27.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. So you managed to like wrap those chains around his ankle, And there's a blade on the end, so it actually hits him for damage. Osvalando's chains did 2d6 damage, so go ahead and roll that. 2d6 plus 4, actually.
Well, was the +4 from his strength bonus?
Yes, they
Or is-
were. Yep.
Okay.
So 2d6.
So I'm gonna roll 2d6 plus 1d6 plus 6.
Mhm. Okay.
1d6 is from that radiant damage I told you about.
You're stronger with the chains than the chain devil was. What the fuck?
Oh, sorry, it would be
God
plus
damn
8.
it.
It would be plus 8. Because plus 3 comes from half my level, rounded down, for the
Yeah.
1d6.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
okay.
And then plus 4 for strength, and then plus 2 because rage damage.
Okay, man. Just
So
tell me
I'm
what it
dealing
is.
3d6 plus 8. We're looking at 23.
God fucking damn, dude.
Oh my
That's
god.
attack 1.
That's great, man. That's amazing. Uh, so that's 38 damage for tonight. Roll your second attack. Or
Alright.
pull on those chains.
Well, I was gonna say, I'm gonna tie the chain to myself.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start climbing up the chain.
Okay. What's half of your movement while you're enraged?
Now he's just turning into fucking Kratos.
This is some fucking God of War shit.
So my movement, my movement does not increase with range. My movement's 35.
Okay, so half of that would be
Is 17 and a half.
17. So you managed to climb halfway between the ground and Milton. You're just swinging in the air, going, "Get back here, you piece of shit, bat."
When I'm done with you, I'm coming for the girl. I want him on me. I want his attention.
Okay. That definitely gets his attention, and now he can't leave you. Huel, your turn.
Oh, sorry. Can I add in one last thing?
Yeah, sure. Why
Uh,
not?
I was just gonna tell the guys to run. Before I did the whole chain thing, because I'm assuming someone got me, right? Because I just woke up from being unconscious. Milton's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put that together.
Yeah. So wake up, run, and then I do the.
Okay. Huel, your turn. Now, at this point, Milton has seen Huel and Blinken, just for the record.
Hmm.
Because that's why he flew up in the air, to figure out what the fuck was going on, and he would have seen Huel and Blinken when he did that.
I mean, I would assume he already saw me anyway since he flew up in the air.
Yeah, I'm just reiterating it.
Yeah.
He's flying up.
He's like, he flew up 30 feet in the air, and then he's just flapping his wings, hovering there. He wanted to get a better view of the battle. That was the end of his turn, was flying up.
And now he's chained with Thorgrim, doing Kratos
Now he's
shit.
chained with the God of War.
The fuck, man?
Dun, dun,
You do look like
dun.
Kratos too. Like you look like Kratos if you just took him and like in Photoshop and just
Yeah.
pulled it the
He's
bar
the
down.
the McDonald's kid meal version of
There you go.
Kratos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's
picture he's got picture he's got a huge head with a small butt. I'm only kidding.
Yeah.
Chibi,
Yeah,
Chibi Kratos.
Jesus.
I'd like the action figure that came with my Kratos Kids Happy Meal. Oh yes, here you go.
I can move 30 feet.
It's
I
like
don't know if it's gonna reach him though.
it's like the Easter eggs in the Dooms game where you find the action figures. That's what it
Yeah, the little chibi.
is. Yeah.
I want to try. It says the range on this is 30 feet. I don't know how close I am. Like underneath him.
I'm not a fucking computer man. He's 30 feet in the air. I'll give it to you.
I suppose 30.
I'll say Thorgren, like with the added weight, pulls him down 5 feet, so you're within range.
Okay. This is
Ew.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
he stumbles out from the alleyway. He like you see the stink cloud from the building. It's like clearly another stink cloud of his own. It's like dust and dirt, like that kid from Charlie Brown.
Peanuts.
But anyway,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
he
you're
comes
a
up.
drunk character from a Looney Tunes.
Yeah, he's got his apple cider in one hand and the loot in the other. And he puts the bottle down. You hear like that clunk, like the hollow bottle
Mm-hmm.
echoing between the buildings. I'm gonna try to cast Tasha's hideous laughter on
Oh
him.
no.
Up in the
Let's
air.
go.
I know
Let's
Thorgon's up
go.
there. I got a plan if it works.
I just want it known. I did tell you to run.
I'm drunk and I'm
Yeah.
not listening. It sounds like somebody I know. No, I'm kidding.
Shut up.
Somebody doesn't listen? No.
I
No,
listen. I just, do the adult thing
selective
and pretend
listening.
I didn't hear it.
Exactly. That's what I'm doing right now. So he needs to roll a wisdom save.
What does he got to
Out.
beat?
15.
15. The Eater of Hope has magic resistance on saving throws against spells.
That's just a no-go, right? That's how that
Well,
works?
no. He has advantage on this saving throw. I
Yeah.
should have done
Okay.
that for Blinken's ensnaring strike, but it didn't end up mattering.
Yeah.
So what does he have to beat?
He has to beat 15. Oh, I
Oh
was gonna say the one
Jesus.
guy he got it, but the other one he
He had a 19.
made it. I think even if he would have hit the 11, he would have made that, right? Or is that
No.
combined? Is that the combining the number? Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Against spells and other magical effects. Yep. So no, that passes. Does that do anything? If he saves against it?
No, it just fails. For the components, for
Okay.
the tart or feather, I'm gonna see little Inchy on the building. I'm
Mhm.
gonna just catch one of his feathers from the air,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
All right.
I'm and I'm
Uh-huh.
just sitting underneath, looking up at Thorgren in case something happens. Like he's doing that thing when you're like you crunch a little bit and you put your arms out if you're gonna catch someone.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Thorgren. If you fall, I got you. And that's my turn.
Okay. Little Inchy for his turn, he steps out of his crow body and he opens a little window in the greenhouse and he plucks a few berries and he just sits down and he eats a few while he watches this crazy ass sight in front of him.
A God of War spectacle. Yeah, why not?
Inchy, your turn. You're gonna dash, right?
Always.
All right. What's up, dude? You having fun up there? What you playing, Call of Duty? Yeah, sounds fun. They're doing some God of War shit. So, yeah, this demon can fly 30 feet in the air. This dwarf right here threw a chain up at him, got it on his feet, and now he's climbing up the chain to go up to him and attack him. Yeah. All right, Inchy. Shit, from where you were. Why can't I get you to move back? So passing by Blinken would have been 30 feet. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you pass by Blinken. Blinken, because of y'all's mental connection through Aranax, you can see Inchy's magic, and you know that Inchy is running past you. Inchi, you see Blinken. Do y'all say anything to each other?
I mean, I'll probably say something like while he's running by, it says, I'll say something like, watch out for that thing, and I'm pointing it up if you didn't even notice. I'm thinking he's just running and not looking around, so I'm just like pointing up to it because, I just basically jumped down, and I would think that Inchi saw me jump down and kind of crouch somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, and she didn't even notice the devil, so he skids to a halt and looks up. Oh, I got rid of the ring. Does that help?
Immensely, actually.
Good. All right.
Oh,
Need me for anything?
also, and I point up to that devil again. That's Milton.
No, it's not. That thing is wings.
Uh, I just get like a face palm, and yeah,
Yeah,
you
no.
think that. All right.
All right. Inchi, completing your dash will bring you right here. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
As you round this corner, you can see what you remember as the Zephyr watch post, the 3 dead city guards, and you see this green gas that Milton was able to summon, and you see the last wisps of it as it fades out of existence. So that means it's only been 6 rounds of combat, boys.
What?
All right, it is Milton's turn. Um, he is 25 feet in the air. Thorgrim is attached to him with a chain. He can't decide if he's going to try to take the chain off or go down to attack. Um.
I could tell you what I would do as Milton.
Oh yeah. What would you do?
I don't want to
Let's
tell
hear it,
you because it
Kratos.
would fuck me up.
You have to say it now, Kratos. Come on.
No,
I
he would
would fly higher.
use them as a cannonball to hit Huel with.
No, I would fly higher.
Oh God, why? Why?
I would.
You
I
asked
didn't.
me. You told me to tell him. That's what I would do.
I thought about that, but then I thought about your like immense dwarf weight that would make it really hard for him to do. So he is going to spend his action trying to get the chain off from around his leg. Did someone just message me? Kirby.
No, it was me being a
Um,
boob.
so he is going to roll a strength check, but because it's dug into him with the blade, and because it's under tension with Thorgrim's weight on it, he is going to have to get a 20 to get this off. Motherfucker.
Oh shit.
So Milton is able to pull at the chain and pull at it, and he reaches down with his other hand to pull it off. And with all his might, he is able to loosen it just a bit, and the chain slips off, and he holds it in his hand. And he flies over here, and he drops it, dropping Thorgrim right on top of Huel. Huel, you said you were going to try to catch Thorgrim if he fell?
Oh yeah. Is he
Yeah.
falling?
Yeah, he's falling. Milton dropped him.
Oh, sorry. Somebody just messaged me. I'm gonna cast as a reaction. Fitterfall.
Fetterfall.
Featherfall.
Okay.
Or I'm
You
trying to
cast
find
that.
it.
Yeah. All right. You cast that on Thorgrim, and Thorgrim's fall rate slows to a safe pace. And Thorgrim, you land on the ground beside Huel. That is Milton's entire turn. He is still 25 feet in the air. Blinken, your turn.
Um. Okay, so if I step out, can I still see him? like up in the
Um,
air? Because I'm like right, over where I'm at.
Yes. So yeah, 25 feet in the air.
Around there.
This is the first level porch. So yeah, you'd be able to see him in the air if you
Okay.
step out from around this corner.
Okay. So I'll do that. I'm gonna look up. I'm just gonna shrug and salute him just in case he sees me. And I I'm gonna put Hunter's Mark on this guy now. I'm gonna use Hunter's Mark. Let's see, and that's a bonus action. I'll go ahead and use that. Or that I don't know why it rolled that, but I'm gonna use that Hunter's Mark and place it on him. It's a 90-foot um,
Mm-hmm.
range, so I see him.
Okay. Well, you
So
deal an extra 6 damage. That's what that roll was.
oh, okay, yeah, that extra d6 damage. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and
You
um,
do this at first level?
yeah, I'll do it at first level.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and you know try to hit him with a longbow.
Okay.
Um, my snaring strike is still there because it's concentration as well. So
Okay.
let's go ahead and see what happens. There you are. All right. So, damn, 21. That's it.
21, that hits.
And
Milton
then
rolls with advantage against the ensnaring strike. What does he have to beat?
it'll be 14. Yep.
Come on, Milton. You're too powerful.
Imagine. Um,
All right. Go ahead and roll that damage, and I'll add 6 to it.
all right. This. So 7 plus 6, 13.
13.
And then
That
I'm going to
brings
hit him
Milton up
again.
to. Hold up. Let me do that
Oh, yeah,
math real
yeah.
quick. I got COVID brain fog, so I'm a little bit behind. I believe that 38 plus 13 is 51. So Milton has lost over half of his health.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and try shooting again.
Okay.
Boom. See what happens. There it is. I hit again.
Yep. Is ensnaring strike on that one?
I believe it's on every attack. I'm gonna double check. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, it's your next.
The next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack, so it's I'm assuming that's each attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Milton
So
rolls with advantage.
yeah. Roll low. No. Okay. Well,
Roll
fuck
low,
you
you
then.
motherfucker.
Okay.
Ah, shit. Yeah. But go ahead and roll that damage.
All right. Let's do this.
Roll them bones.
Okay. I'm gonna roll damage. That's 8 plus the hunter's mark again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
So
Roll
roll,
a
roll that.
d6.
Yes, sir.
D6. 4. 12 damage.
12 damage. So that brings him to 63. Um, he is now bleeding black blood from his chest. There's a hole in his wing where you hit him earlier. Not a big one. It's not going to affect his aerodynamics. And he looks down at you guys with a rage and a panic in his eyes. This isn't the panic that was there earlier, the panic of failure. This is a more mortal panic. Thorgrin, your turn.
I'm going to grab the chain
Okay.
again,
Okay. Come on,
and
Kratos.
we're doing it again.
Let's go. You failed the quick time event the first time. Do it again.
Yeah, do it again.
25.
That is a hit. We're gonna roll.
Oh no, that's the athletics to grapple with the chain.
Okay. He. So he
Oh.
fails. You grapple him again. You pull him another 5 feet down, so he's only 20 feet in the air now.
Okay. I'm going to.
Roll damage because it has a knife on the end of it,
Oh yeah. And
or a,
it's a
or a
brand new.
hook on the end of it.
And it's a brand new turn, so I get all my damage buffs again. For 18.
Fucking free modifiers. Ay, 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 ay.
All right. And then
Let me do the math. Fucking 81. Okay.
is there a way I can get the extra attack in there somehow?
I think I let you do it last time, so sure.
No, I only did the one attack and climbed up. Are these chains considered light weapons?
No, they're thick, heavy chains of a chain devil made with infernal metals. They're
Okay.
like really heavy chains.
I know what I'm taking next level. Okay. So I'm going to jump up 17 feet.
You can jump 17. Okay, yeah. Why? I'm not even asking the question. Yeah, of course.
Okay, 1 second. I'm just gonna double check my math. It'll take 2 seconds. I want to say it was 17 feet, but now I'm gonna double check it. Strength 18. I 4 feet. I can jump 13 feet. Okay, I lied. I'm gonna jump
Okay.
13 feet off the ground.
Okay.
Grab the chain
Mm-hmm.
and full strength. I'm going to double the grapple attempt and use my weight to pull him down back to the 17 feet to the 13 feet more to the ground.
Okay. I'm just gonna
bringing
make
him
that
back down with me.
a strength check. Going up against his wings. You're gonna need to roll a 20.
I mean, strength. Okay, I'm gonna roll athletics again because it's the same modifier.
Sure.
And I'm enraged, and I get bonus to strength checks.
Yeah, that's why it's a 20.
27.
I'm
Jesus,
like hitting.
just
I'm like
leaps.
beating my fists on my fucking legs.
Just leaps in the air like a kangaroo.
Fucking nat 20. So you just pull on those chains and you slam him into the ground. He's going to take 2d6 for falling 20 feet out of the air.
This is some God of War bullshit for sure.
Yeah, you went full fucking God of War.
This is so dumb.
Milton has taken 90 damage tonight. As he slams into the ground, like one of his wings breaks and his horn like chips as it bangs into the cobblestone road. And he goes, Huel, your turn. This winged beast
Okay.
that someone has told you is Milton was just slammed into the ground right in front of you. Oh, and Thorgrim, you still have Featherfall on you, so you just drift back down to the ground
Oh, true.
like a fucking
Yeah.
superhero.
Fuck God.
Like left to right, falling like a feather.
Fucking God.
You
I
can't
need to be-
escape me, devil boy!
It's fucking Kratos.
Boy. I'm gonna move 20 feet this way.
Oh, hold up. That would give him an attack of opportunity.
It would. Yeah, he could take it.
All right, he's going to swipe at you with his claws. That's a +7 to whatever he rolls.
Oh,
You got a nat
God!
20 on you, dog.
no.
Oh no.
I
Oh no.
was like, yeah,
Um,
I could take it. No, I'm not sure.
it's a risk I would have taken. Like I'm not lying to you. I would have done the same thing. So we're gonna roll 2d8 plus 4 or plus 8 since it was a critical.
Yeah.
So this is the slashing damage. So 18 slashing damage towards you, Huel.
Oh God.
And now we're gonna roll the necrotic damage.
Oh
So
no.
2d6.
Oh, not as bad.
So yeah, you took 22 damage.
Oh, that's rough.
That's real rough.
I have
And it's
8
like right
points.
at your ankles.
He's like stumbling away with he grabs the apple cider ball and he gets hit. It's like, oh, that's
I
not
told
Milton.
I told you to run. He's mine.
You hear him like strum his lute, and it sounds like a guitar, like a dun, like,
Okay.
I'm gonna cast. Yeah, Huel's. You'll see him turn, does the anime thing where his eyes are all dark and it gets light when it turns and he looks.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave at the maximum.
Uh-oh.
At
My
the
last
maximum.
my last 3rd level spell.
Thunder wave.
You start strumming, it's like starts picking up, gets crazy.
21 damage? God damn, that's
If
sick.
if yeah, you have to roll that Constitution save.
Oh yeah.
Good call, good call.
Oh, and he
It
gets
is
advantage on this.
Yeah.
What does he have to beat?
15? Yeah, it's
trying to find it.
says it right there.
Oh yeah, 15.
So half of that then.
He beats that. So yeah, half. So 10 damage. So, Huel, you pick up your guitar, you take a swig out of the apple cider bottle, and you strum, and a shockwave echoes out from your guitar, and it reaches Milton as he like tries to get up and reach another claw out for you. The wave hits him and he's pushed back into this wall right here, and the wave just continues to blast into him. These metal bands on his arms rip from his sides. That horn of his that was chipped earlier, it cracks and shatters, and bones in his chest begin to break as another shockwave hits him, and then your final shockwave hits him, and his skin peels back and black blood splurts all over the wall. And when the shockwave ends, Milton's lifeless body collapses to the street. Inchi, what do you do? Sean, if you're talking, we can't hear you, but I see that you moved your token up. So
Son
you
of a gun, I
run.
did a whole little thing right there. All right, sorry, what's up?
What'd you do? What'd you do?
And I believe, this little space is the last bit of space I need to run to get them this turn.
Mhm.
So, Inchi runs straight up to Thorgrin and Huel and says, "All right, Inchi's back. Let me at him."
God damn it.
And she, hey,
Yeah, I
Inch.
took care of the thing, and I wink.
Blinken, just so you can be over here for this,
Yeah.
from your vantage point, you could see that Milton fell over. And I'll say, are you fine with just running up into this?
Yeah. I'll be like at least at the alleyway there and kind of, see what the fuck's going on.
All right. And little Inchy is going to fly over here and land on this box. There stand before you 2 dead devils, 3 dead members of the City Watch. Thorgrin, you went to the edge of death and just barely came back. Huel, your leg is throbbing from the necrotic damage that you took. Inchi, you are exhausted from all the running around that you have done tonight. And Blinken, you know in your heart that you've just made a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
And little Inchi pops another berry into his mouth and says, "Yep, it was a big night for everybody, wasn't it?"
And she rubs his heels. Yeah, it's been a team effort. Mostly me, but good job, guys.
I just roll my eyes and just, basically take a deep breath and says, "That's Milton, huh?"
Was Milton.
Oh, you're serious?
You think I was lying? Little Inchy, and I point at little Inchy. Tell him that's Milton.
And little Inchi says, "Yeah, that was Milton. See, he failed the boss down in the hells and he got banished up here to the material plane. And I guess he was a failure up here too. Serves that pompous bastard right."
I didn't think you were lying to me, Mr. Blinky. I just thought you needed glasses. That's his, interesting. And then she pokes at it.
I'm back. Did we kill Milton?
Yes.
Oh shit, you missed it. Yeah, Huel hit him with a thunder wave of 21 damage. Just like obliterated him, like blew his horn, one of his horns apart, ripped his skin from his body, uh, beat him into the wall, and he just then collapsed onto the street, lifeless.
You said Thunder Wave,
Yeah,
right?
thunder wave. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm safe.
Yeah, he positioned himself so that it wouldn't hurt you.
Okay, I was just double checking because you said that and I'm like, that's great. He killed Milton
Yeah, he almost
and
died
me.
doing it. So,
Yeah,
like, he
Yeah,
did the
and-
attack of opportunity and almost
Yeah.
died.
Milton got a crit on his attack of opportunity against Huel as he repositioned himself.
Yeah.
I was there for the
Close.
crit.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that was the death blow right there. Just about like 5-10 more minutes on this session and we'll call it.
Yeah.
Just a few things to wrap up. So Milton's body is lying in the street. Those gold bands around his arms and legs and chest are glittering and glowing where they're not or not glowing, but glittering and gleaming in the torchlight, where they're not covered in his black blood. Osvalando's chains are all around the street. Blinken, as you breathe a sigh of relief and close your eyes, knowing that all your friends are safe and Elzerna is safe and Inchi has gotten rid of the magic ring, you close your eyes, and when you do, your vision doesn't go blank. You can see all of you, even yourself, standing in the street. Your vision seems to be coming from where Osvalando's body is laying.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, after a brief, break there, I'm gonna, I would think that I would see that it's still active, so I would probably walk towards the body and see what is wrapped around this chain or neck or whatever.
So, around Osvalando's neck, in a golden chain, or in a silver chain, which is not the same type of metal that his other chains are made of, there is a gemstone that is shaped like an oval where the top and the bottom are 2 points, very similar to how Davil's earring was in his ear. Osvalando's chains are still lying around the street. Thorgren, if you want to collect those. Inchi, do you want to do anything?
And she's still poking at the chain devils. He's very
Yeah,
intrigued.
yeah. The chain you didn't see it, but the chains, these chains made out of this infernal heavy metal, all have knives or hooks on the end of them, and they're just scattered, laying out in the street. You're poking at the chains, and they don't do anything, but they feel hot to the touch, or warm to the touch, and they smell of sulfur, and they're covered in a bit of blood and skin because they were ripped from Osvalando's body. Uh, Huel, do you do anything?
He's kind of just standing around drinking. He's like looking at the body.
Oh, which body? Milton's body?
Milton's, yeah.
You want to roll a perception on him?
Sure. I go up and I poke him a few times.
Yeah, you're drunk. You can see that even like his claws and like his hooves and even like these little claws on the edge of his wings, they're also all made of gold. Um, Borgren, what do you do?
Well, I actually do go gather his chains.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
These
Oh,
are four 30-foot long chains.
okay. How many? Four.
Four of them.
Okay. They're infernal chains, so that makes them magical.
Yes.
Okay, I just checking. Uh, and you said they deal 2d8?
2d6.
2d6. And they're slashing. I was just making a note for later. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go get the chains, and as I'm doing that, I'm wiping the spit and blood off my face. Like, you know, uh, look at Milton, look at the gold, really look at the gold.
Roll a perception check on Milton.
11.
Okay. Milton has a satchel, like tied around his waist.
I'm gonna grab the satchel.
Careful.
Okay, I've thought through this. I'm going to say out loud, "Oh, hey, look, a satchel," and I'm going to walk over and grab it unless someone directly stops me,
I mean, I
verbal or
literally said
physically.
careful in character.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, I'm going to go check out the satchel. I'm looking at it.
I'm not even.
Okay.
I don't care anymore. I already said my piece.
Okay. It's not dangerous. You can look at it. So, one of the things from the Golden Vault book that I forgot to do is I was supposed to let you pick an uncommon magic item as a reward for completing the heist at the museum. And I forgot to do that. So I just put in the group chat a list of uncommon items
Okay.
from the DM's manual. You can, as a group, pick which one you want, and I'll say that it is in that bag.
Okay.
Okay.
It has to be uncommon, not
Yeah. Yeah.
rare or legendary or anything like that. Okay. Um, that was the top of the order. Huel, you were just kind of looking around, and she was poking. Blinken, you see that. What did you do once you saw that ruby gem in the silver necklace around Osvaldo.
I'm gonna carefully pull out the ruby gem, and kind of, I'm picturing that while I'm doing it. I'm like closing my eyes and then like seeing myself closing my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and uh, pocket this and kind of obviously take a mental note and probably show it to Aranex once we settle the little girl down.
Okay.
Now,
And
I know this isn't the most useful item on this list, but Deck of Illusions is the most on-brand Inchi thing I can think of.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a collective group item, right? So
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I said it is not the most useful thing on here, but I just think it's great that it's there.
yeah,
It's just one item, or is it one item each?
one
One
item, right?
item.
Yeah.
Just
Mhm.
one. Okay.
And we
Cool
can,
things.
yeah, y'all can look that over and decide what it is next session.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
there's
do
a
that.
lot to go through right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do that. I would agree with that, and then figure out what to do next session.
Okay. Do y'all want to do anything else here on the street, or do you want to get back to the tavern?
No, I think at this point, once I grab the ruby, I'm just gonna look at the group and says we should probably go back.
Oh,
The
nighttime?
Yeah.
the ruby was the one from the Chain Devil, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna do like a pat down on Milton.
Fuck's sakes.
Um,
No. This guy was the head butler to the Castellanters. If they're gonna come after us, if they know anything about us, this guy would have information on him, whether he would have something directly leading to that information or literal information on him.
I
We
will.
need this to be safe.
I will tell you that Lady Growlhound is probably the one we want to worry the most, not this guy.
okay. Thorgren, roll another perception check on him.
18.
18. Again, you pat him down. His skin is hot to the touch, where it wasn't ripped off by Huel. Whenever you touch one of those metal bands embedded in his skin, that is cool to the touch, like real gold. Same with his horns and his claws. There is also some small necklace around his neck. It's just small and silver, and half of it is painted blue and half of it is painted orange. Other than that, he has nothing on him. Oh,
Okay.
the necklace has two things. It has that blue and orange oval, and it also has a key, a big, fancy, ornate key, like it would go to the front door of some kind of fancy manor.
Okay. I'm going to. I am non-magical. Is there a way I can tell this is cursed?
I mean, I could do this, and I could use detect magic on it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Blinken, you do that. The key is not cursed. It is a mundane object. The oval is the opposite of a curse. It is something that protects you from a curse.
I'm gonna grab both. And that's it on him.
Yep, that's it for him.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Osvaldo and be like, I think I want to check him too. If you want to meet me back, you know, I'll be there shortly.
Uh, the chains were the only thing on Osvaldo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took all of them, by the way.
Yeah. They're 40 pounds each, so that's 160 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're dragging those bad boys back. Or I don't know, you could probably carry that like it's nothing.
I'll do
Crane.
the math on that after session.
Okay.
Okay,
Anything
then
else for Troll Skull Alley?
yes. If I'm
Uh-huh.
already carrying back a ton of fucking chains, I'm carrying back some gold. I'm chopping off the gold.
Okay, thank you. It would take you quite a while to get it all off of him, but you notice that that horn that Huel cracked, like if you gave that one good tug, you could probably pull that off.
I personally, at the moment, do not feel rushed. Right? I just died. I just came back. I assisted in the killing of what killed me.
They
All
won
the
the fight.
guards.
No one
Sorry,
died.
no
I'm
one
very
died.
disappointed. I
No
wanted to
one.
kill one of them.
No one died. And there are dead guards. By the way, no one died here. Dead guards behind me. And
It was sick. I'll tell you about it later.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was my
I'm just.
roommate, guys.
So I take. Yeah, I'm chopping him up.
Okay, that'll
I'm
take you a
getting.
while. I
Yeah.
assume everybody else is going back to the manor.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shake my head and walk away. I had enough.
Okay. Um, Thorgren, you spend about like 5 minutes out there doing all of that gruesome work. I should have had some guards walking up to rush you, but I'll give it to you.
I was
When you're,
actually ready to talk my way out of this.
I would love to watch you try and talk your way out of this. I would enjoy that very much. But I'll say when you're all done, you have about uh, 10 pounds worth of gold stuff. It's covered in blood and guts. Some of it's cracked. The other horn is in big pieces. Some of them look like fingers or like claws, and some of them are just gold bands. It's gruesome work because you have to like rip it from his skin.
Well, to the victor come the spoils, right?
All right, yep. So you do that and you haul your infernal chains and your bloodied gold and your satchel with the magic item and the key and the oval necklace. Slowly you're trudging back to Troll Skull Manor because I just want to get y'all all there. Okay. Um, Couple more minutes and we'll be done, guys. I just want to make next session getting back to the school, which is what this was supposed to be. All right,
Fair enough.
Blinken, you enter into Troll Skull Manor, and you can see that Elzerna is like holding Aranax and like petting him, and she says, "I thought dogs were supposed to have fur. Interesting." As you open the door, Aranax like wiggles out of her arms and comes running up to you, Blinken. Blinken, what do you do?
I said, "Here you go, doggy," and I handed him the ruby red ruby gem.
All right, just like last time, he sniffs at it. He like touches it where his mouth is, and then he just buries his face in your hands. And as that happens, you all collectively share a vision. You see again the Xanathar reaching out toward or telekinetically using a knife to pull a purple gemstone out of the stone of Aranex. Then you see Victoro Castellanter and Amala Castellanter using a magical knife to tear out the ruby gemstone from the stone of Aranex. And then you see the Doom Raiders, Davil, using a knife to pry out the emerald gemstone. But then you see something else. You see this man that Blinken you would know as Lord Dagult Neverember, and you see what all of you would know as Lady Growlhound talking, and this vision, it goes back and forth between the two of them, looking back and forth as if you're some big creature looking down on these tiny humans, and you hear Lord Growlhound say, "Please understand, Aranax, we have to do something. We managed to trap it in these gold coins and we can keep it here forever. My old friend, I am sorry, but we need you." And Lord Growlhound walks away. And then Lord Dagult Neverember walks away. And then Lady Growlhound walks forward, and all of you can collectively smell that she is a dragon. You can sense it. She is ancient, as old as you, one of your oldest friends. You two used to fly over the skies and mountain ranges of Faerun, protecting it from danger. And she gets in close to you and she says, "I took some of the coins for myself, Aranax. I'm gonna take his power into me, and I'm going to become something terrifying and beautiful. Something that Toril has never seen before. Not a lot. I just took 5. That'll be more than enough. And I can keep myself and all the other dragons in this city safe. Rest well, my friend. I expect we won't see each other ever again." And then you hear the voice of Aranex say, "There are traps that guard the Vault of Dragons. These traps can be disabled by riddles 3. I have a head. I have a tail. The more of me you have, the more you can get. What am I?" Second riddle. I am a one-way conversation with history. Unless you know what me say, it's a mystery. I am a boneless vertebrate that never lived, but embrace me, and you swear I did. The third riddle. If you drop me, I'm sure to crack. Give me a smile, and I'll always smile back. What am I? And then, Blinken, Aranex pulls away from your hand, and he grows, and he grows, and his wings furl out, his horns on his head grow longer, his scales get bigger and shinier, his neck gets longer, and he is now even bigger than you, than all of you. He's filling up most of the space between the ceiling and the floor. Aranex is now the size of an adult dragon. I just put a picture in the chat. And all of you level up.
Sweet.
And that is where we will call it for tonight.
Okay.
That was a great session, guys. I really thought one of you was going to die.
It was close.
It was very close.
No,
I agree.
I had it figured out. I had a full game plan ready.
I think Thorgrin saved everybody's life by taking them on one-on-one, one-on-two.
Yeah. Yeah, as much as and she was talking about how he did it himself. He was not prepared for that shit at all. That was some insane damage. That at the beginning, whenever he just
Yeah.
wiped out all the city guard right there.
Yeah, if he had gotten one more attack, he would have done that to y'all. Because it just finished recharging.
So we're finally level 6.
Yes, sir.
Wait.
And to think, I was holding my own. I was
Mhm.
dealing out as much as I was taking.
As I dealt
Yes,
with
sir.
the devil. Yeah. Let's go ahead and raid somebody, and we'll be on next time. And that was a session. That was a session.
That was definitely a session.
Go ahead and raid this dude. I think he's still streaming, right? Craig Nog. Yeah. He's cool. All right. Yeah. Next time we'll have to figure out what to do next.
Well, actually, in a couple of hours, y'all have your first day of school.
Oh yeah, true. We have to teach. That means, I mean, technically, my character was sleeping, and then he got rudely
Remind
awakened
me
by.
again why we have to teach?
Okay. It's the item that we have to look for. The golden, whatever the fuck it's called.
The golden axe.
Yeah, that.
I'll be sure to recap it for you because it's been a couple of wild sessions
Yeah.
since then.
Well,
So-
no. What I mean is
No?
like, yeah. I don't think we need to go teach now. We know that the golden axe is hidden by the Castellanters. We literally have the front door key to the Castellanters.
We'll discuss that later. I'm gonna go ahead and raid. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.
Bye bye.